He's starting. Everybody hit the deck.
What?
Please don't hit the deck. I just
Please.
painted it.
Don't want to mess up the varnish.
Well, now that Jacob has left, you're good to start.
Yep, I'm good.
Oh, I see how it is. Alright, so last session was a little shorter than usual as you guys were deciding what to do. You got your various gifts from the god, and Gary got his fancy scythe, which is got some really nice abilities on it.
You mean Dogrim?
Or Dagram, yes. Oh, you could give it to Gary.
I don't think Gary. Well, no, I don't think that would work.
Anyways, Dagram got a fancy scythe for completing Merkel's gambit, along with giving you guys a bunch of fancy magic items. Rez got a belt of strength, giant strength, I should say. Rosie got a rod that brings her to a safe place. Dan got a magic orb that he can now ponder with, along with as many other pondering orbs.
I do love pondering.
AAA got some magical bracers. And yeah, you guys got some nice loot from there. You also got a deal with, like I said, the undead clerk who was making the flying brooms for you guys. So you didn't walk out of this completely without nothing. You got some nice stuff in tow. Your next destination was that of Faerun. After you guys decided your decisions here, you did get a map of Faerun, to which you guys started to venture out. I believe Dan cast legend lore on Faerun and of Avum. With Avum, learned that the place is more or less a borderline utopia right now. Things seem really great over there, but didn't really seem like the exact place you wanted to go right away, so you guys decided to go for Faerun instead. Learning of 4 main places of interest, specifically Kalamshan, Thay, and let's see, Damara. So those places all had their various strengths and weaknesses for things that you guys wanted, but you did want to see if you could track down Gary, your old patriot. You were able to arrive at Faerun, kind of hovering over with the flying submarine, and you were able to track him down through sending to a place called Phandalin in the Sword Coast of Waterdeep. You guys decided to start out flying your sub down and docking it at the Salt Marsh, just beneath the water, and taking your flying car, traveling from Salt Marsh to Phandalin. You did definitely get some strange looks when you were briefly in Salt Marsh before you were able to get into more appropriate attire fitting of the plane. And you guys arrived at Phandalin, a relatively decently sized town, nowhere near the scale of anything on Fortuna, but there was a castle as well. And I believe your next intention was to meet up with Gary in Phandalin. So you guys would be arriving in Phandalin with your flying car. Remember one thing to keep in mind: you guys do not speak the common here, so you guys will need to figure out a way around that. I know Dan has cast tongues in the past, but that is something to keep in mind. Does anybody have any questions?
No questions.
Right. So if that's the case, you guys would have landed in Phandalin right about, I want to say midday, like low afternoon.
Are we just landing straight in town?
Probably
I
not.
think that was the rough plan getting near Phandalin and then figuring out what to do from there.
Can we find a secluded spot to set down the car?
I think that's doable.
Okay. And then once we're on the ground, just do a little sweep of the area to make sure we're not like next to, I don't know, like a goblin cave or some shit.
Okay, give me a perception. Those who want it.
I'll help.
I mean, I can percept.
I will perceive
I gotta uncover all my dice.
30.
Oh, I can't beat that. But I'll try. Nope.
Rez, as you are all driving along, I believe Rez is the one driving. You've got a pretty keen track of the environment, and yeah, you see some clearly marked goblin markings and trails leading to the east. So you decide just to go to the west, keeping clear of that, and you are able to find a relatively forested area where you could park the car, where there doesn't seem to be much going on here.
Should be safe here for a while.
Make sure to lock it.
Click, click.
Weird how quiet this place is.
It's kind of nice.
Peaceful birds chirping in the background, a light breeze drifting through.
No sounds of cars honking, construction workers, guns firing in the distance.
Reminds me of the wilds.
Yes, I guess it is kind of like that, isn't it? Well, let's go find Gary.
We walk or fly?
We're not. Well, we
We
just
just parked the car.
we
I
parked
know.
the car.
We have brooms.
I'm just gonna walk. Isn't the point not to draw attention to ourselves?
All right.
I mean, oh, I guess you're. Well, Dan, you're. What are you wearing?
Cloak.
We're all wearing
Okay.
drab cloaks.
Well, I mean, I'm wearing my.
Rosie's not. But
Rosie's got like a peasant dress, right?
yep,
Yeah.
Is bean big or bean small?
being small.
Okay.
Well, we walk into town.
This is a
Yeah.
good question. Is AAA disguising himself as, I think he said, as a bronze or brass dragonborn, if I recall correctly?
Presumably. I think he
What?
said bronze.
Yeah, I want to say that was the case.
You're muted, clerk.
No, I said blue.
Oh, you're still blue? Okay.
Okay.
This is sad dragonborn.
Oh,
Into town
All
we
right.
go.
So,
You
heading
said that there was
into...
another bronze dragonborn in town.
That's true. There was another dragonborn in the
Salt
Salt
Marsh.
Marsh. They are not
Mhm.
very common, but they are not uncommon, I should say.
Got it.
But
Well-
yes, you would be able to head in to Phandalin from the north, kind of marching down the path, and eventually you arrive at a small town. People busy mulling about. You've got a smithy, brothel. You've got taverns, various little shrines and churches, things like that. What's you guys' plan?
Do you have any magic to find Mithis with, or should we just start knocking on doors?
I was just gonna ask somebody in the market.
Gary?
Or that.
Gary!
Isn't there a bunch of people around?
Yeah. There are a lot of people, and you're getting a bit of an odd look because you're still speaking in your common.
We're saying
Wasn't the point to
Gary's
wasn't the
a
point to
name.
message?
We could message, yeah.
Gary.
I'll send to
Rosie,
him.
you're grabbing a lot of attention.
Oh no, attention in a tiny mining town.
I think we're gonna be okay. Gary!
Also look kind of insane.
It's fine.
Rosie does not look insane, dude, okay?
You're a
You're
cloak.
literally walking into a town screaming Gary in another language.
Well, I mean, Gary's multilingual. I would imagine. Like Gary's the same in all languages.
It's a name.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'll send to him.
You're gonna send to me?
I'll send to him. And I'll say, hey Gary, we're in Phandalin. Where you at?
Oh, I'm just coming out. I'll. Where are you? Oh, I guess it's a one-way thing, isn't it? Hold on.
That's it.
Let me get my map. Oh, it's a one-way. Oh.
And it cuts off. It's like, God damn
You
it,
look
Gary.
annoyed.
He hasn't been sended to in so long.
Alright.
Just no. I'll respond properly.
Okay.
I forgot it wasn't a cross town thing. Just head to the main. What's the
I do have the Phandalin map in reference.
Yeah. Yeah. Head to the main town square and head left until you go up the hill to the manor.
The manor. I say out loud. Oh, okay. Well, I guess he's at the manor.
Alright, well, we'll take a look around.
There. On the hill.
To the east. All right.
Then.
So
Rosie, this way.
okay. So heading up the hill. Little bit of a hike. Not too much, but you start to see the tops of the town buildings as you start to hike up. It's fairly high up, but eventually you do reach the manor itself, and yeah, you would find
It is a dilapidated manor.
Yeah.
Rather run down, and you'll see a elven man through the main door. The door is kind of busted in and stuff like that. But you can see a person you'd recognize as Gary talking to a local dwarf in local common. Oh yes, this is Gundren. Gundren is a real NPC in Phandalin.
We all know Gundren.
This is
miss him.
Gundren. We're just working on plans. Welcome to Faerun. What brings you all here?
Good to see you,
I
Gary.
feel like we have a long conversation ahead of us. You need to finish
Yeah.
up whatever you're doing here.
Gundren, you
different,
can.
Gary?
I would say that Gary is dressed in much more similar garb to what you see the townsfolk in. He is not armored at the moment, but you can see that he does have his bow and his double-bladed scimitar upon his back. His bow looks a little bit different. It seems to have what looks to be accents of flames across the wood patterning, like runes of flames across it. But generally speaking, he seems to be not heavily armored or anything like that. He just has his standard traveler's clothes and a cloak. And he's like, Gundren, you can head back to town. I'll hang out with these guys. He wanders off. Looks like you got a new crew member?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Gary, Dagram.
You can call me
Gary.
Mithis, by the way.
Mithis. I was gonna ask that.
That was my pseudonym.
Well, when he worked with us, he was Gary.
Interesting.
Mithis, excuse me, Dagrim, why don't you introduce yourself to Mithis?
I'm Dogrim. I am a cleric. I've been working with this group. You seem to be the previous compatriot. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. I kind of got out of town when I saved my family, so it made the most sense to come here. It seemed nice. Yes, Merkel talks a lot of this place. He says there's quite powerful people on this plane. Yeah, I mean, I'll just keep talking to myself.
How long you'd go. Alright, let's sit and chat. Can we come in?
Well, I mean, we can. It's not. I mean, we can go into the manor at the moment. We can go into the basement for now.
Is there a
now,
reason we can't go in forever?
What?
Is there a reason we can't go in for a long time?
I mean, there's going to be a construction crew coming by. I'm kind of redoing a few things around here. But the basement's okay. It has a big crevice, but it's fine. It's fine.
Whatever works.
Yeah. And I lead them into the basement of the manor. And David was like, I don't have that book.
I mean, yeah, you head into a manor. I imagine you've got it pretty well furnished on the basement.
It's very
amount of sconces.
It's very stone.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's
There
not.
bodies?
No.
No.
You don't even see signs that there was battle.
Oh.
It's
Been a while.
here we go. Here's the references. I found a map. Boom. There's the basement.
Oh, fancy.
Don't worry about that red brand hideout thing.
Who the fuck are the red brands?
No, I didn't say that.
Is that a gang?
Have you joined a gang? No. There's basically it's very empty in here. You can see the little water pool there. Yeah, like, oh yeah, we can find a place to hang out in here. I've cleaned this place out. There was some ruffians that had taken hold here, but I took care of them.
Oh, wow.
Are there
Pretty
still
well for yourself.
cockroaches around Mithis?
Looking at it, you can definitely see that there's like something squirming under his shirt.
Cockroach just scuttles over his face. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's absolutely horrible.
No, it's. I mean, nice to see you too.
No, Rosie doesn't say that out loud. Chani
Oh,
just
okay.
thinks that. Oh, Rosie also doesn't like it, but she doesn't
Rosie
say
thinks
it.
it too.
Yeah, she
but she
thinks
doesn't
it
say
too.
it.
She doesn't say it.
How long has it been, Mithis?
About 4 months, I think. I don't know if the time is different on Fortuna, but that's how long it's been since I've been here.
That track DM?
That would approximately track.
I guess time is pretty similar here.
But yeah, I got here. I noticed that there was some. Well, I mean, when we first got here, I picked up a job, and it took us down the Tribor Trail and came across this dead horse in the trail. So, tracked some goblins down, and that led us down a long and arduous journey of kind of clearing out all the problems in this town, and now it's pretty safe.
Nice.
Yeah. Even killed a dragon.
Fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good time.
Your parents around?
My parents are at the castle at the moment.
You have a castle.
Yes. So, like I said, I wanted to clear this all out, and through the little venture that we had, we ended up finding a castle. It's pretty, it's kind of like kind of dilapidated, but we're working on it. We're improving things.
Castle's not nothing.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Yeah, it's a good find.
How did you get here?
Submarine.
We have our own, the thing that you use to get here.
The thing. Yes.
Yeah, we have.
I
our
don't
own.
remember what those called.
We have an interplanar submarine.
Yeah.
Is it yellow?
Could be.
Yes. The yellow submarine. Rosie's gonna go paint it yellow.
See you in
You need a
4
lot of
days.
paint. But yeah, I mean, make yourselves at home. I cleaned up a little bit. There's some beds across the crevice, over across the bridge over there. If you want to put your stuff down, or
I mean, if you got a castle, we should stay there.
I mean, it's 25 miles out of town.
So what? 15-minute drive?
Less than that.
In your stuff?
We have a
Yep.
car too.
Oh. Well, I guess that would make sense. We did steal that car that one time. Is it the same one? No, we crushed that one, didn't we?
No,
Yeah, yeah.
No.
this one was gifted to us by one of the mafias.
But yeah, for now, what can I do for you?
Well, we're kind of doing a little run around outside of Fortuna, trying to see if we can get some traction. Get some people, get some money, get, bit of everything built up, and see if we can't bring that to bear against the Demon Council.
I can't say that I have much money to offer. Like I said, I've been investing in all of this. I will say I did get a good chunk of coin from clearing this place out, but
Yeah, I was gonna say is probably not very liquid, but you have a lot of assets now.
oh, 100%. And I also have some scrolls as well, if you want to look through them.
That wouldn't turn you down, no.
All right. Yeah, I got a few things. I got this scroll of charm person, scroll of fireball. And he starts digging through this random box. He's like, "Yeah, this is what I kind of got." And I'm just gonna put it in references, just like
Just
his list
everything
of-
that he would have looted over the course of the lost.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So you know, if you need anything out of there, I don't have a lot of use. I've already grabbed what I need.
Revivify would be pretty useful, probably.
Dogram looks over. I've already have that covered, and he points at his scythe.
Yeah, but a scroll.
Hey, bonus one just in case.
What is a potion of vitality?
I don't know. Neither does Gary or Mithis.
Or dagger.
Removes exhaustion and
Yes.
remove any disease or poison. And you regain maximum hit points for any hit die you spend for the next 24 hours.
For reference.
But yeah, I mean, if you need anything out of there, feel free to take what you need. The staff of defense is lovely.
Staff of defense.
Yes. You can
I have
cast
both
shield with
stats.
it or mage armor. It also gives you +1 to AC by holding it. It requires attunement though.
kind of handy.
That's what I had on Vala.
Yeah.
Ah.
Except this one requires attunement by a bard, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard.
Oh, did I read
Apparently.
it wrong?
Apparently.
No. Oops.
It's fine.
Sorry.
It doesn't matter. You're good. And it is. It looks like it's made of glass, so that's kind of fun. Yeah, if you need anything, feel free to take. But yeah, we have a castle. Previous tenants were rather interesting. They even had a pet owlbear. Owlbear there for defense mainly, but took care of that. There's some doppelgangers out there, and then I learned about the dragon, Venom Fang. Took him out. Some cultists were there. It's been a very busy 4 months.
So it sounds like.
Sounds like it.
You got any connections outside of this region, or you just been here the whole time?
Well, it's funny you should say that. There's been recent developments, specifically with the killing of Venom Fang. There's been talk of cultists. Well, not cultists. What is it? Let me look at my paper here. Oh no, yes, cultists. There's a cult called the Green Serpent Cult that have been spotted in the Sword Coast area. They've been wanting to spread their influence, and after the death of Venom Fang, they kind of brought their attention to Phandalin. So it's a new thing I've been dealing with. It hasn't been a big problem, but
Dragon cultists?
yes,
Hmm.
Green Serpent Cult. I did interrogate one earlier this week. It told me some information about where they're kind of coming from, but
They worship
that's currently what I've
Venom
been dealing
Fang?
with. Green dragons, as
Oh.
far as I understood it, they're like it was one of their deities' spawn, and they were pissed. The cultists themselves aren't too hard to kill, but obviously dragons are a bit tricky.
And they could be swayed to worshipping red dragons, because I feel like we could have some, new friends then. Or at least I could.
I mean, can't say they're the most friendly people, especially after I killed a couple, but
I'm sure I'd have to kill a few to get them to understand, but
that is very dragon-like of you.
that's me.
You think we could recruit from this cult?
I mean,
It's a
I
place
feel
to
like they're
start.
cults are generally pretty, insular. But there is talk of hostilities between two rival syndicates in the city of south of here. Perhaps I've heard that they've been hiring many mercenaries, so there might be a good place to go if you're looking for troops.
Yeah, that's good to know. Where did you get all this loot, Gary? This is a lot of magic shit. There's just lying around.
It was like in crates, and there was some in the Dragon's Hoard. There's this place. It's beautiful. I wouldn't go there right now because it's still infested with monsters, but they're not coming out. It's called Wave Echo Cave, but there was like this brazier that if you put a item in, it would make it magical for a little while. So that was pretty cool.
For a little while?
Yeah, for 24 hours. Yeah. It was pretty neat. It didn't help because I got the scimitar.
Right.
But it was, it was neat. Honestly, it was other than the dragon, it was pretty easy clearing stuff out here.
Well, I imagine it's probably not nearly as well supplied as the fuckers back on Fortuna.
You'd be surprised by towns like Waterdeep and Neverwinter. They have deep pockets. Though they might not be technologically as advanced as Fortuna, they definitely know how to make money. That's why I'm here and not there.
That's good to know. We have some. Good to know we have some options.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, there's been a lot of stuff going on in my head lately with all this renovation and cultists and whatnot. But they did. One of the cults did apparently infiltrate one of those rival factions that's hiring mercenaries. So if we want, I did get a name of a guy that could give us more information on the cult if you wanted to go down that route.
Names are good. Yeah.
Odrin Blackwater is his name.
Odrin Blackwater. And who is this guy?
All I learned was that he was a man to speak to about the infiltration of the cult into one of the gangs that have started taking over. There's the Riverborn Syndicate and the Silver Current Consortium. Riverborn Syndicate deals with natural resources and supplies from the forest, and the Silver Current Consortium is controlling the shipping and boating along the rivers. So they're kind of at odds right now.
I don't know if we're tremendously interested in the local politics.
No, once again, that's why I'm out here and just trying to keep things safe.
Well,
Townsfolk have taken to me quite quickly.
it's good for you.
How long did it take you to learn their common?
It wasn't too far off from what I experienced with my childhood language in the Shadowfell. So, it was quick to pick up. Right, you guys, I've fallen into my Fortuna tongue very quickly. Let me teach you a few things. Oui, mon ami.
Fucking French.
It's always French.
It's always French. Oh man. All right. Well, I guess we can potentially find this Odrin Blackwater guy. He's an
He's uno momento. Sorry, that's another common word around here.
I mean, I can tell you, you're not going to have info on
Yeah,
that. Like,
I don't have info on where he's from, but I know he is in the region where the Riverborn Syndicate Silver Current Consortium is, which is on.
What was the name of this cult again? Or do they
The
have a
Green
name?
Serpent Cult.
Green Serpent Cult?
Mm-hmm. Little on the nose, I feel, but, you know. This place is very on the nose.
I mean, look, I don't want to sound like I have a one-track mind here, but I don't think it would be that hard to convince that cult to start worshipping me.
I don't have you dealt with cults much,
Yeah, they're
Rez?
dumb.
They're dumb, but very devoted as well, and they're already devoted to someone else.
Who is dead.
That's dead.
I mean, if you're looking for dragon stuff, there's a whole Tiamat stuff going on somewhere else on the plane. I've heard about it, but
Is there like a red serpent cult?
probably.
That might be easier to...
they probably got one for every color of the rainbow.
Look, we just keep killing them until they change their name. It's easy.
You want to go hunt cultists?
I'm just saying it seems like a really good in to immediately get us some followers. Plus, I mean, I wouldn't mind having a bunch of people worshipping me. That sounds great.
Now, why do you...
Is that Rez or is that Bazaran talking?
That's a good question.
Yeah, Rajarn probably is more custom. Well, no, Rajarn's not from Faerun.
He's from
No,
Haven.
but he is accustomed to having a cult.
I
Right.
have many
yeah,
hundreds
yeah.
of years of memories of people worshiping him, so
Mm.
it's a good feeling.
Yeah, just know if we're going in that direction.
If you're confident you can control him,
What was that?
Just
said
let
if you're
me know.
confident that you can control them,
Oh, I see.
that's my only reservation. But if that's not an issue, then we're good.
If we're going in that direction, you should know as well that the governors of these little towns are also bribing these syndicates, and like I said, it's all sort of a mess with all these syndicates and cults getting involved in the syndicates, and then the mercenaries getting involved. It's like a little mini war. Nothing beyond our pay grade, I guess, but
That's complicated.
yeah,
Sounds like home.
Fortuna is definitely very different than here, that's for sure.
Louder.
Yeah, that is a nice change.
Yeah, have you
Kind of like
seen
the
it?
quiet.
All right.
I thought you would like it. It's easier to concentrate.
Mixed feelings about it. You didn't see any cars out here, right?
With carts with a T.
Got it.
A little different. They are drawn by
Guns?
horses. Not that I've seen.
Okay.
That's a
Rosie
big
will pull out her
advantage.
gun and be like, look, gun.
That looks smaller than the one you used previously.
Yeah, it is.
Still hurts.
Also, Dan, do you have a face?
Yeah, you like it? I stole it off a motherfucker.
That's not true. He's lying.
I can tell. I mean, I am insightful. What? How did that happen? Are you trying to become human again?
No, this is as far as it goes. It's a compromise with the powers that be in order to keep my connection to magic going. So,
Like Mithra, or like you? Are you religious now?
no, that was an expression. There's
Hmm.
Cal kept telling me I needed to grow something to get magic back because it was starting.
How
to
is Cal? I haven't seen him in so long.
Racing.
I can't hear him because he only talks into Dan's mind, right? Or can he
He's
talk out
good.
loud?
Cal's fine. He's same old, same old.
Sharp as ever.
Well, if there's any basic goods you need, there's a general store here, but I assume you guys are all stashed up.
They're a nicer dress than this one. Anywhere.
You'd have to check. I'm slowing my voice down.
For which place? For general goods.
Yeah, it's the Lion Shield Coster, I think, is the general goods store.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as like dresses,
You can get some pretty standard stuff around here, but if you're
Yeah.
looking for anything fancy, you'd have to go to Waterdeep or Neverwinter.
Is this pretty standard?
Yeah, pretty peasant.
Doesn't sound very nice.
No, it's standard. Just very routine, commoner level stuff. I did get this sick bow. I pull it out and I shoot the wall, and you see the arrow light on fire as he shoots it.
That's cool.
Cool, right?
Pretty sick. Oh, wow. You really got that rat right in the head.
Yeah, I didn't even aim for it.
I got a gun that kind of does fireball.
That seems dangerous.
That's the point.
Dan got
Yeah,
a cool
she's very
dragon
dangerous.
egg.
What?
Wait, what?
Dan got a cool dragon egg.
Oh yeah, I'll pull it out. It's pretty magical. Put it back.
A dragon egg?
Not like an egg. It's like an orb, like a pondering orb.
All right. So what?
I thought we were
What is
showing
going
stuff
on?
off.
What is going on over here? You guys came here for men?
Yeah, manpower,
Way to word
magic,
it.
money.
Resources.
We're trying to accrue resources and literally whatever we can find at any given place.
Oh,
Isn't Fortuna the most abundant resources available?
It's also all spoken for by the fucking mobs.
You're not wrong.
do you guys have stuff that I could use to make my bombs?
Well, we are a mining town, but I don't think we have. I don't know very much about bomb making.
David?
For making bombs.
Yeah,
I
the
mean, as far as that goes, in this plane, I don't know if you would have heard of something like that. Really,
I wouldn't,
for making
but
big bombs.
there's probably
Well,
like
could I get the resources to make the bombs?
I mean, you could get like gunpowder and black powder. Yeah, you could do that.
Okay. How much of that would I need for like 3 of each of those bombs?
The pipe bombs that you had made,
Mhm.
or are you wanting the implosion or the explosion ones?
Both.
Both.
Mm-hmm.
I would say for the explosion, you'd probably need to make 3 of them, probably a good barrel's worth. Like not a blood tub, like a barrel.
Okay.
That's a reference we haven't heard in a while.
I know, right? As for that, as for the implosion, you would need more than just black powder alone. You'd probably need half a keg or a half a barrel of gunpowder for that, and then you're going to need some magical components for the implosion part.
Would
That-
those be?
Good.
I was just gonna ask, would those be attainable here?
I'd say maybe not directly in this town, but in Faerun, there's a lot of magic in this town, or there's a lot of magic in this plane. There's a good possibility you could find it.
How much
if you're
would be?
looking for specifics, then you'd probably want to go to a trading town.
Okay.
It's just not a trading town.
I mean, basics like
What are the
minerals out of the mines.
What are the prices like here? Is it more expensive or about the same as Fortuna?
Well, they have these crazy things. We had them in the Shadowfell. I barely ever saw them though. They're healing potions. You don't even have to smoke them.
I'd like those.
You just drink.
We found a few
And
of those the
suddenly-
last place we went.
Oh. Is that where you picked up your friend here?
No, he's been with us
No.
since Fortuna.
Oh, okay.
We found him not
He's
long
very-
after you left.
Is he okay? He looks a
He's
little
been
sick.
very quiet today.
I'm fine. I have sniffles.
I don't. If you get sick, wouldn't you just die?
No.
Are you sure? Because you look totally healthy.
I look totally healthy?
Yeah. Yep.
That sounds like sarcasm, Rosie.
No, I don't want to be mean.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. I I rolled a really bad insight. Yeah, I mean, it's just the sun. It's beating down on my skin. It's not great, especially after being in this, sub and
Do you
It
need
It
a
does kind
hood?
of accentuate how pale you are.
yeah, I mean, it's greenish pale. Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
is.
Do you want this cloak with the hood?
I have a cloak with a hood.
Put the hood on.
I figured we would. What? Figured we'd exchange niceties or whatever.
Okay.
Alright, well, we have some starting points to jump off of here. We can either talk to Odin Blackstone, or whatever his name is.
Blackwater.
That was close.
I feel like if you want to try to convert a cult, I feel like we shouldn't talk to Odin first, but that's just me.
Well, the Colts.
Well,
is
if we need-
normal, right.
The cult is regional.
But if we fuck with people up here, they're not going to hear about it down there.
There's
Spies.
very few cult members in this area. It
Wow.
seems to be there's the beginning of things. Sorry, that was Dogrim talking. There's very few cult members up here. It seems to be just the beginning of things.
What Dagger just said.
No, don't worry about it.
Diagram, how do you know so much about this place?
I don't. I haven't said anything.
Oh, I swear you said something important.
But if we are going out of town, I'm gonna need to stop at the castle.
Oh, you're gonna come with us?
I mean, if you guys need another. I mean, things are pretty standard here. There's construction going on over at the manor and construction at the castle. And currently, there's no threats to Phandalin at the moment.
I mean, shit. I'm not going to turn down extra hands.
Sildar
We
is...
could persuade
starting
you to
there.
come back to Fortuna with us, could we?
That might be a bit trickier.
We have free transportation.
We do here, too. See? He points at the horses.
No, like
Horses
free,
aren't free.
planar travel transportation.
I mean... So I can get back here?
Yep.
Maybe. We'll see.
We can do it.
I need to make sure that my parents are settled. The adjustment has been slightly tricky for them with the trauma they experienced in Fortuna. I don't know if they'd want to lose their son again.
Well, we'd make sure you didn't die. Right, Dagram?
Yes, perhaps I can even make you a Deathbringer.
No, never. Actually, never mind. You don't want him to revive you. Just have a lot of potions. He wants
I
to
do.
die. Really?
I do have a lot of potions.
Let's
I
just say that to Mithis and be like, he wants me to die really bad, so he'll bring me back to life. And then I'm one with Merkel, because apparently I'm a Deathbringer or something.
Oh, I know Merkel. He's been mentioned around here a little bit.
Well, if you like Merkel,
No, he's not great.
oh,
Well,
I mean, he was pretty nice to us, to be honest.
he was.
Yeah, he gave us
He
that
gave me
sick
this
sight.
rod.
He gave me this sick belt.
And the dragon orb.
What's up?
well,
What is that face she's making at you?
Hi.
oh, that's just the
Should.
squirrels. The local squirrels. They make
got
odd
some
faces.
fucking attitude on them.
Yeah, don't mess with them.
Don't fuck with squirrels.
Don't fuck with squirrels.
Okay, so I guess if you want to fucking pal around with us while we're trying to recruit cultists, by all means. At the end of it
I
all,
will
we can bring
say-
you back here and be on our way.
I'm not sure how well the recruitment might go, but
Well, we need to
I
get
mean, you can give it a
something out
shot.
of this place.
There's many
It just
men
seems
in
like-
the. Oh,
It just seemed like an interesting place to start, where we could really get our foot in the door quickly.
if you're looking for people for hire, there's many people that can be.
We're not looking to
Right,
pay
any-
people.
So we should go to the cultists.
I'm
I
saying
mean,
it seems
all
like a
right.
good place to start. That's all. Although
There
we
are other
could,
Yeah.
dragons on Fortuna.
excuse me.
I said there are other dragons on Fortuna too. They'd be interested.
I don't know much about the other dragons on Fortuna, unfortunately,
Well, there's look. Never
except
mind.
the one.
Never mind.
All right. Well, we should go to the castle first, I think, since that seems like a place you need to stop, and we could catch up and also see what your abode looks like.
For sure.
Digs.
We got a car we
wh-
parked just outside of town.
oh, okay. Yeah, it's no problem.
Can I
Is-
try to, since we're in a mining town, can I try to see if I can get some of the stuff to make bombs?
Once you're
Was
once
it-
you're outside of, or where are you wanting to? I didn't catch the first part.
Could Mithis help me acquire bomb making
Oh,
material?
get
Like she'll tell them
gunpowder.
what she wants, but she can't really talk to them.
Yeah, basically be a translator.
Yeah.
Rosie, do you really think it's wise to? This is Dagger. Rosie, do you really think it's wise to bring bomb-making materials inside of our car?
I already have bombs inside of the car already. We're fine.
I thought you left those on the sub.
No. What if I needed a bomb? Like right now?
We don't. Do
Not
you really
yet.
think we'll need bombs for such a simple plane like this? There's
Apparently, there's
horses.
dragon coal.
Well, yeah, the drag. We
Well, technically,
killed a monster that Merkel could barely even take down.
Yeah,
I
I
think we
was
can take down this
unconscious
dragon.
for like half of that fight.
You did great.
there was also like 6 of us. No, 5 of us. And I think Merkel was by himself.
Well, no, he's strong. He's no weakling.
That's what I'm saying. There was 5 of us.
Action economy wise, yeah, but we should get to the car.
Wait,
Unless
but
you
but-
want to get bomb stuff.
I want to get bomb stuff.
What do you need for bombs?
Gunpowder.
You could always talk to the mining place that escapes my name. Phandalin's Miners Exchange. Maybe they might have something.
They don't.
I don't speak our language.
Yeah, I can't talk to them.
Oh no, yeah, I mean,
That's
just
why I was
gotta-
asking for your help.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, I can bring Rosie over. I wouldn't bring the car into town. I feel like that might freak people out.
Well, they can go get the car, and then we can meet them over there by the car.
Okay, we can do that.
And then Rez can help carry the heavy stuff.
What am
Please.
I doing?
You're gonna help me carry gunpowder.
Mithis
Fine.
is not strong, by the way. I think he's only 1 stronger than. No. He's. What is this?
You're dexterous, right?
Oh yeah, 20 dex. Oh, he got 13. He's not terrible.
Rosie, wait.
So we go over to the. Miners Exchange real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Mithis goes. Yo quiero gunpowder.
Thought it was French.
Por favor.
It's a mix.
Wait, how do you say hello?
Buenos.
Buenos dias. Rosie.
No, you just said. No, don't worry about it.
What did I say?
No, it's fine.
You said Buenos dias, didn't you?
No, you said.
You
It's
said my
fine.
name. I said Rosie.
I think it was your inflection.
It's the inflection.
Rosie.
Anyway,
Rose.
salt.
Rose.
Stop. uh,
Wait, but what did I say?
saltpeter and What's the other thing you need for gunpowder?
Sulfur.
Iron? Sulfur? Do you have any here?
You want some gunpowder, eh?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Walks
My
up,
friend
covered in soot.
from out of town here is looking for some. She's trustworthy.
She only speaks French.
Buenos dias.
Well, it's not French. The fuck is that?
Sorry, don't ignore her.
That's what he
Just
told me
ignore
to
her.
say.
Just
Gary, you lied to me.
My mother was a
Stand over.
saint.
stand over there, Rosie.
He's getting very irate.
She's got really bad pronunciation. She's cool though. Is there anything you can do for me here?
He gives her a bit of the stink eye as she walks off.
Can you
Oh,
tell
how
him I'm
much do you want?
sorry? I didn't mean to.
What was that, sir?
How much you be wanting?
A lot. How many barrels do I need for how many bombs?
You need a barrel's worth for the explosion, a half barrel's worth for an implosion, for the three each.
Like a barrel and a half.
No, three barrels.
Three. That's a lot, Rosie.
I might
That's
have
a lot
to
of bombs.
destroy the world library, so I need bombs.
Not the place to talk about it.
They can't understand me.
Well, you don't know.
When I say buenos dias, apparently I'm assaulting people.
Yes. So three barrels of gunpowder. I know it's a lot. But we got the coin for it.
Orc scratches his bald head. It's a lot of gunpowder.
Yeah, I know. She's wild. Great. She's smart.
You certainly got a wild tongue.
Yeah. But she's new in town. Not from around here. Doesn't know the language
You
as well.
told me to say that.
She's very flustered. But anything you can do for me here?
Oh, tell you what. Takes me a bit to get that much. I don't got all that right now. How about I give you a barrel and a half for it now? In a few days, I'll have the other barrel and a half.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. We can get a barrel and a half now and a barrel and a half later, probably. He's a little light on stuff right now. It's a lot of material. How much would that cost?
And for you, I think I could let that go for a gold.
No problem. I hand him a gold piece.
Dan just watched this interaction like wide-eyed.
You don't know what he said.
I don't, but I saw you hand over one piece of gold, and he's now rolling over a barrel and a smaller barrel.
1 gold? I'll take as much as he'll give me.
Yeah,
This is
Gary,
as
ask him
much-
where he gets his fucking supplies from.
That's so cheap,
Dude,
Gary.
what just happened? I think happens. Is that what happened?
Guys,
Gary,
this
Gary, I
this is
need
a-
more.
is
Who's
the
his
mining town. This is where
his-
it's mined.
who's his supplier?
Need more.
Commodities
He's
are
his
hard.
supplier.
The ground.
Gary, you can at least look at us while you're talking to us.
I am looking at you.
It doesn't feel like it for some reason.
This is the counter. But it's commodities don't have high values. It's the products that have high values. So you can get commodities for cheap. Anyway,
Hey, Gary.
1 gold.
Oh.
And then I'll roll the barrels. Appreciate the business. It might not be. We might not be back in the next couple days. We'll see. But
Tell him to get as much as he can.
She
I'll take whatever he
3 barrels is all we'll need.
No, I need more than that. Gary.
Rosie, this town has purposes for this stuff.
I'll pay
You
the
can't just-
extra stuff.
This
I'll
guy
give
is-
you extra money.
If this guy is an supplier, of course he's going to get as much as he can. It's his job. Well, I've been slacking off recently, but I guess I'll work harder.
Tell him I'll pay premium for more.
Look, there's a thing called
She'll
the
pull out
economy.
like 25 gold and be like, more.
Muchos.
No! Stop!
said, what about my sister?
All right, we're all good here, but we'll be back. Whatever you can supply in the next couple days would be wonderful. But we'll get out of your hair. Sorry about what she said earlier. I'll let her. We'll have it
Yeah,
correct.
you make sure she works on her accent, eh?
Yeah, we will. And then I hand the barrel to Rez and a smaller barrel to Dan.
Fuck.
Oh, lovely.
That's
Yeah.
probably heavy for Dan.
Yeah, I'm casting floating disc to get that moving. It's fucking.
Can I put my barrel on that?
As long as it's less than 500 pounds.
It's probably less
It's
than
probably
500.
Yeah,
less than
it is.
500.
I don't know. I don't know how much gunpowder
Tosses
weighs.
it in the air, weighs it.
It's heavy, but it ain't that. It ain't
That's
nowhere close to
fine, that's
500.
fine.
Dan, you know what's crazy about this plane?
Hmm.
This is where they invented magic missile.
No shit.
Yeah.
You know, Dagger
Hey,
said
what?
that same thing the other day.
Yeah. Oh, Dagram, you have experience with this? Oh, I've heard of the plane a little bit, but only in passing. Well, it's good to have someone knowledgeable. So let's get to your cart then.
Car, yes.
Sorry, it's been a while since I've, been in that environment. It's wild here. It's pretty fun too. There's a lot to do here.
I'll take your word for it. As he looks around at the endless wilderness.
He's a ranger, Ranger by trade.
Yeah, Dan is not.
Oh, Dan, you got a bird
Get the
making a
fuck
nest.
off.
Yeah. I guess we can head out, right?
Yeah, we'll get to the
Heading
car.
out to the car to head to the castle.
And try and
Yes.
jam these barrels in the trunk.
The big barrel ain't fitting. The half
Alright,
barrel
back
you're able to
seat
get
it
in.
is. Someone's
Put it in
in
the back seat.
I don't even know if this car will fit everybody.
Isn't it one of those bigger on the inside things?
It does have that feature, yes.
Okay, we'll do that.
But getting it through the door is a question.
Oh, we can get a barrel through a door. It'd be a bitch, but we can heave it in.
That's why I said it's going to be a question.
There's a cave that I cleared out a while back. If you want to just store it there, there used to be a bugbear and some goblins that lived there, but
Well, we gotta
They're-
get
they're
it back on
gone.
the submarine at some point.
Yeah.
yeah. But do you want to lug around? I mean, that's going to be
I don't
pretty
think
tight
we can-
fit if we're going all the way to
Our car
Yeah,
can
don't
fit.
you know the spell reduce and enlarge?
Yeah.
Couldn't you reduce the size of the barrel and then put it in that way?
That only lasts for an hour, doesn't it?
Less than that.
Can't get
Yeah,
us
but
through
then
the
once
door.
it's through the hatch, it
To
doesn't
get it
matter.
inside, yeah.
Wouldn't
feel
when
like
it
we
when it
perhaps-
wears off? Wouldn't it damage the car?
No, the car is bigger on the inside, Gary. Mithis.
Oh.
Getting it in the opening.
See,
really
I
don't
just
think
remembered
this
the
is-
car that we had previously.
Gonna be that big of a problem.
Okay, yeah. Reduced and enlarged. That'll do it. Okay. Anyways,
I
to
mean,
the
in
castle.
worst case scenario, we just go back and empty it into smaller blood tubs.
That's what I was about to say. Smaller barrels.
I probably have a few extra barrels at the castle.
Great. Okay, we get in the car and we drive.
You drive
Any-
and,
Any random encounters on the way to the car?
in
Three
Phandalin, you
goblins jump out.
I would say as you get to the car, you probably would see a few goblins kind of looking at the car, trying to figure what the hell it is.
I cast Firebolt at one of them.
Rez will try and smash the other's head into the wall.
That's definitely over 20.
That's probably still gonna hit. I assume excuse me, a 18. This is pretty low.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
All right, cool.
Oh right, what happened with Bruno?
14 to one of the goblins.
The goblin immediately dies.
25.
Fuck out of here! Get out of here!
To the
Screw
other.
it.
What was that, Rez?
25 damage to the other.
So Rez and Dan just unleash their might. Dan single-handedly reduces one goblin to ash, and Rez, I think, beats the other one into a wall to find paste.
I think
yes.
she decapitates it with her sword and then just bashes the head against the wall of the car until it is pulp.
Oh, there you go.
That was really graphic.
Oh, wow.
It was
Been
just
a
a
long time
goblin,
since I've
guys.
killed something.
Rez, there's a lot of those around. If you ever need a little bit of, get some rage out.
I think he's trying to hire you.
What happened to Bruno?
Oh, he left
Had
us a note.
grander plans than we did.
Because I will say that Bruno and these goblins, very different. When I came to this plane first, I thought every goblin was going to be like Bruno. Not the case.
Yeah, no, we're in loincloths and walking around with fucking sticks. They
and
don't look like Bruno.
those arrows hurt a lot.
Take your word for it.
Okay.
Driving.
Yep, driving. You hop in, and Gary or Mithis, where did we say the castle was again? I want to say it was between Tribor
in
and
the
the
Never-
Old Well.
It's in the Neverwinter Woods. It's on the map.
Neverwinter Woods. That's right.
Pragmaw Keep or whatever.
Yeah, there we are. Okay. We got it pulled up. Post it in reference. There we go. So, you guys would be able to head north. Gary, I imagine you hop in to drive.
I don't think I would probably just give direct. I don't know this car. I
Just give me
happened to learn how to
directions, I'll
drive in a
drive.
very chaotic situation once. Yeah, Rez, you can drive.
Okay. And yeah, hopping into the car and starting to fly doesn't take you long. Somehow, Gary's skills have transferred over, and what normally would be like a 15-minute drive is reduced down to like 7 minutes.
I will say, technically, that only works in cities. And we
Well-
are not in a city.
You're in a city of
Not-
trees.
Not to nerf myself, but technically, I did reread it, and it does say cities. And that's why I took it, because the entire plane of Fortuna
Yeah,
is a city.
that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Well, either way, you get there pretty darn quick.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless, and yeah, you see it's a castle that looks like it's in the process of being rebuilt. The top is looking a bit rougher, as that's the parts that they're still working on. The walls on the outside are all have all been refortified and rebuilt back up. But on the inside, it looks like they're still working on getting the supports up, getting the ceiling, everything like that. But as you land next to it, you can see that from the bottom up, it looks pretty well maintained afterwards. It looks all fairly new and fresh.
Yeah, we're putting a lot of work into it.
Looks good. Looks good. I mean,
To be
shit.
conquered.
You got
Yeah.
it.
We're getting the upstairs refinished because previously it had fallen, and when I came here, it was totally. There was no second floor, so redoing it a little bit. Me and the parents.
Sure.
Nice.
They're probably around here somewhere.
So what we're gonna do before we can take off? Just let them know that you're leaving, or
Yeah, I was gonna let them know and pick up my armor as well. By the way, did you actually take anything of that list of spells? Rolls?
Dan probably would have pocketed all the scrolls if Gary wasn't paying too much.
Just take all of the scrolls. Yeah, I guess that's okay.
I think Rosie would have asked for the potion of vitality.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
think
I don't
there's
have
anything
much
I
use
needed.
for them. I also have this potion of flying and invisibility, so I got all sorts of shit.
Gimme, gimme.
What happens adventuring by yourself? You start to accrue all the stuff.
Yeah, and I'm Skyrimming it, where I just have a bunch of stuff I just didn't use.
Yeah.
Like I'll use it somewhere else.
Okay, so you guys do eventually get to the castle, get inside, and yeah, it sounds like. Do you want to stay here for the night, or do you want to start driving to
I want to sleep
Got-
in a castle.
I've got plenty of rooms. Yeah, Rosie, you've probably never even. Well, you've probably seen a castle, but
I don't know if Rosie has.
I
seen a
don't know
castle.
where she would have.
the Bone Castle,
The what?
the
Merkle's
place we were just at,
Oh,
Bone Castle.
That's different.
that one was really bony.
Yes, the beds here are actually soft. Crazy.
Got a soft bed.
Oh,
Ooh.
Dan would definitely have taken the wand of magic missile too, actually.
Okay. Rosie, you lay in the bed, and it's incredibly uncomfortable after the bone
No.
zone.
No, let me. I have to roll for that shit. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna laugh if it's a 1.
All right. You can't assume.
You
Nope,
assume
he
you make
loves
an
it.
ass out of me and you. All right.
I
Well,
got a 17.
you like very soft and very firm beds.
Yeah, she's like, yes, perfect, cozy.
Alright, well, this is your room.
Yes. And
What does it
Okay.
have to be? She'll get up and kind of follow.
Follow who?
I think Rez would just wander around for a little bit and then eventually pick a spot and call it her room.
Yeah, Rosie will wander around too.
you can see that this place is mildly furnished. You can see a lot of storage containers. I've gone through a few of those. This just looks to be mostly food rations and random doodads, trinkets, clothing.
Clothing. Rosie will go look at the clothes. Oh, look at my witch hat. Isn't it cute?
Wait, you have a witch hat?
I have a witch hat.
Witch hat?
Where'd you get that?
Monk.
Bone World.
In Bone World.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. You don't like my witch hat?
You should be careful wearing that here.
Why's that?
There's a lot of witches on this plane.
Tremendously offensive.
But I thought, okay.
Put on a witch hat. Buenos
Walking
dias.
around, it's like walking around with a sombrero and a fucking poncho and a mustache taped to your face.
It's like Back to the Future 3.
I think Rosie will look sad as she puts away her witch hat.
Rez will eat some of the rations and then go to bed.
They're probably not amazing, but you know,
Whatever.
they're just whatever.
Rosie's gonna go pick through the clothing boxes.
This is a castle.
Spend some time scribing scroll.
Are there any spells that were in there that you didn't have?
Nope.
Oh, you had them all?
Yep.
Okay, well,
And you lost
at
them
least.
all. How does that feel?
I mean,
And still
Gary can't really use any of them.
Still could have made a profit.
He's not. He's
the
not.
dude owns a castle.
money
He's doing
focused.
okay.
He's also very not money focused. He's kind of anti-capitalist and anti-society. Yeah.
Isn't he becoming the establishment?
No.
No, that's no,
Kind of
Not at
seems
all.
that way, but
no.
okay. Whatever you say, Mythis. Yeah.
He just gets
totally
quiet
not
and wanders off.
Killing the man.
No, I don't.
Never.
No, of course not.
But yeah, he goes and finds Aza and Tharsis, which you guys have seen once. Dogger's never met him, but
Who's still awake for that though?
what?
Because Rez went to bed.
Well, I think
Oh,
this was
yeah,
probably
I mean,
before
that's-
anybody went to bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I go grab Aza and Tharsis. Be like, hey, look who decided to show up here in Faerun.
Hi.
Hey,
David, I'm not doing the voices first.
You want to do the voices of your parents?
No, I'm not doing. You did the voices of my parents.
Hello,
That's true.
sweetie.
No.
God damn it, that just got me.
it's gonna be Sybil's mom too.
No, fucking better not be.
Mithis, what are you doing back here, sweetie?
That's not my mother.
It's another
David,
doppelganger.
It's not my mom.
They're
Killer.
elves. They're elves. They don't get old. But whatever, it's fine. Well, I just finished up at the manor, and these guys showed up, and looking for some assistance. So I figured I'd help them out.
Been a little while. Good to
You're
see you
looking
both.
better than you did the last time we saw you.
That's for sure.
Yes, not being fed gruel is a lot better for your figure.
Yeah, these rations aren't amazing, but they're better than what they were eating, that's for sure. And we have a good cook in Fandolin.
I feel like the cook should be at the castle.
Working on it. He's got a home and family and whatnot, so
Whatever.
Not just going to hog him all to ourselves.
yeah. We respect people. Let them have their. I'm not the leader. I'm just helping out a lot.
You're not the
Weird.
leader, but you have it. Never mind. Whatever you say, Mythis. Whatever.
I look, Mithis is just saying, you're poised here to set yourself up with a pretty nice little fucking establishment. I'm just saying.
All I want is safety for my family.
You sure?
Certainly been doing a good job of it.
I try my best. I know you told me not to go for the dragon, but I needed it. I needed to.
Oh, speaking of, they got the head mounted just earlier today.
Lovely.
Rosie's looking at you like, what? You're.
What?
No,
Yeah,
nothing.
I want to show off my accomplishments.
Uh-huh.
Not
What does
everyone
Bean
who can
think of-
slay a dragon. How many
What
of
does
you have
Bean-
slain a dragon?
Oh yeah, have you ever slayed a dragon?
No.
The dragon half of Rose's face is just scowling.
What does Bean think of a giant dragon head mounted on the wall?
Bean?
Yeah,
Oh, he's
I can imagine a cat not being very happy about
Scratching
seeing a
post.
dragon.
Probably the fact that it's green and has scales probably invokes the same thing on cats like it does with most lizards.
Like
It
cucumbers.
gets its hackles raised.
No.
Bean, it's okay. It's okay.
Well, it looks lovely. But I think we're going to crash for the night and head to in the morning.
It's quite a trip. You have a cart? Horses?
Oh no. They have a car. They brought one from Fortuna.
Really?
Yeah, they have a submarine that flies. Apparently, I didn't get the full picture, but kind of like how we got here, except a submarine for some reason. Like I said, they haven't explained a lot about that.
There's not much more to explain. It's a submarine.
I never much understood much of those horseless sleighs or anything like that.
Yeah, they're a bit odd. Well, like I said, we'll be back. Once we get from I'll figure out what to do from there. It looks like they're just trying to get recruits and new people to their town. I'll make sure they don't do it like they did us back in Shadowfell.
Yes. As long as you're taking care of yourself.
Of course. Always am. Diagram seems unamused with this. He doesn't understand family. I'm gonna go sit in the corner and sleep.
There's a,
sweetie.
there's a bed.
It's too soft.
No.
Imagine
Okay.
Dagram would have an
damn.
option.
Oh, this floor is surprisingly comfortable.
Just flat stone.
Perfect.
Dagram, I think you're laying on one of the fireplace pokers.
That's what feels great.
Whatever. I'm getting out of the beheaded dragon room, excuse me.
Yeah, I can imagine Rez isn't particularly fond of that. Well, Rojan or whatever his name is probably wouldn't be very cool with that. Rojarn.
No, I can't imagine he would be.
No, he loves it.
I mean, it's not him.
Yes, I'll. You guys make yourselves at home. I'll just make a quick go around the perimeter, make sure all the traps are set. There shouldn't be any problems. Goblins, you know, sometimes they are interested in reclaiming things, but I think I've dissuaded them enough.
Well,
Anything else the party wants to do before we go to the next night? Or next day?
I don't think
keep
so.
going. Yeah.
So, night comes and goes as you wake up in the morning. And yeah, it's a bright new day. Filled with the sounds of hammer and nails from the construction works.
Yep, they come pretty early.
So sunny
Probably
here.
sounds a little familiar.
There's the construction.
That
Sounds the
sounds
same
like
on every plane.
weirdly.
Alright, we hunting down, what's his name today?
Aldrin
Blackwater.
Aldrin.
Got it.
Blackwater.
And what is he going to be offering us again?
He
He's
knows
just
about
the
the
next-
dragon cults.
Yeah, he's whoever has, or he has information about the dragon cults. I wasn't able to get more information out of the dragon cultist before he died from blood loss. So
Shame. Alright.
Off we go.
All right, off you go. You fly out again, and start heading down to. Let's see. Heading down to There's many places in Which place would you like to go to?
I
Well,
have to look at the map.
how
This is-
far is
It's south of Sword Coast and Waterdeep.
Oh, that's a distance.
Yeah, it is a bit of a
Okay.
distance.
We should take the submarine with us for this. I
Oh,
think we can leave it in
probably.
the salt marsh.
Alright, we'll fly back to the sub and take that down the coast.
Yeah.
Under the water or flying?
Under the
Fly.
water.
Oh.
Well, I thought we were supposed to stay off out of the eye line of people.
Yes, flying vehicles generally are not advised to be flaunting around here.
Alright, I guess underwater.
And we can probably go to Athkatla, the port city on the coast.
Let's do that then, because I don't know shit about this fucking place.
I don't know too much of it other than the dragon cult having their main influences around this area.
Katla.
So, yeah, heading down into the kind of swampy area at Salt Marsh from your car, getting back into your sub that you had set behind the lighthouse. It's still there. Not really many people try and go down there to begin with. You were able to get your car hooked up to the sub, and yeah, Gary, you would be able, or Mithis, I would say, would be able to head down into the sub along with you all.
What a wild setup you guys have here.
Mostly courtesy of Dan, honestly.
Dan, you built this?
No. We stole it. I just got it in the air.
That does sound like you.
I decorated it.
Very gray.
I'll try.
I mean, it's a submarine.
It's true.
I like the plant.
There's one plant in like the.
There's no windows.
Yeah.
Oh, there's windows.
Isn't there windows on the front of the ship?
I don't know.
There are
but you
windows on the
teleported
side.
People outside with windows.
All right. Conveniently, the only windows is where those people were.
But yeah, you guys are able to get into the sub and start piloting, essentially due south, a little bit southeast. What's that?
Not you. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, heading southeast after gaining a bit of distance just south. You're able to make a straight shot towards from where you're at in Saltmarsh. This is probably going to take the better course of the day traveling through here. Even though you guys are traveling pretty fast, can't go near the speed you guys go traveling from plane to plane in a sub when you're on plane. So yeah, it's going to take the better course of the day to get here.
We should probably stay close to the coast as well. Going deeper, there's wild sea creatures, I've heard.
We killed a lithid worm thing that came out of the water.
Oh yeah, we did.
That's concerning.
Neothelian, I think it was called. Yeah.
We killed
Yeah,
it
last I heard of the Illithid was up in Baldur's Gate, but
The lithid on Fortuna are now dead. We killed them.
that seems very good of you.
We then crashed their ship into the world government building, or at least Dan. Well, I guess I kind of did that too.
Yeah, you helped.
That was a weird experience.
That was pretty sick, though. I won't lie.
Badass.
That was kind of where I was like, I want one of these. The sub
sounds-
sucks, but
Wild.
It was.
fucking great day.
Oh,
Not every
Rosie, how's
day
your
you get
father?
Hmm?
Rosie, how's your father?
Not great.
Does he need... you guys have a cleric. He hasn't been able to help?
No, he can't help with what happened to him. So.
Demon Council fucked some shit up.
He's alive. Kinda. Well, no, he's alive.
I won't dig deeper. Sounds like there's a lot of unresolved stuff going on.
It's just one thing after another back home, you know.
Explains why you're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel bad leaving him like that.
Or you left him in good hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been taken care of.
But he's not himself.
Well, once we get back, we'll be able to do something about that.
If there's nothing else, we will continue throughout the day. Does anyone want to make perception checks out the boat to keep your heading and watch out for any threats?
We should stop by Candlekeep and check out what's there, right? No, it's kidding.
On the way.
Right, it's on the way.
David, open up the campaign book.
Dan, I got a 3.
No.
Or David, I got a 3.
Dan, that's a lot of water passing by those portholes.
Nat 20 plus numbers. Oh, I can roll twice because I've got 2 characters.
Oh shit!
Whoever's in the driver's seat can actually see from any position on the ship as though they were there.
And you're driving.
Yeah, I rolled terrible. So
I rolled a 10.
You're like, it's just water.
not fucking water here.
Yes, the ocean.
Dogrim rolled a nat 20. Mithis is very preoccupied with the ship.
Mithis, is there things called beaches here?
Yes.
Are they nice?
Depends on the time of the year, but I
Is
mean,
it that time of year?
I've only been here for so long. It's only been 4 months.
What time
Hey,
of year?
what season is it?
It is summer.
Can we go to the beach?
I mean, it doesn't seem like you guys have. Weren't you just talking about your dad? You know. I mean, win in Faerun, but
I'm gonna help you, Dad, but first I have to work on my tan.
We could go to
she
the beach.
truly is evil.
I don't think there's any fucking harm in it.
No, probably not.
I feel like a bad daughter if we go to the beach.
No, it'll be fine. Your dad would want
What?
to have fun.
We're off plane.
Yeah. Who knows? Time might not even work the same.
I think it does.
It does.
Oh, well. You only have to be worried about, there was one instance of going to a beach where there was some chill, but other than that, nothing too crazy. It's
I'm
like
not seeing
giant.
shit out these windows, so I don't know when we're gonna reach them.
Well, I'm guessing that the submarine is making massive amounts of noise, spooking everything away. Hopefully, at least. Dogrim, do you see anything?
Do you see a nice beach?
We're underwater.
Oh, are we?
I mean, you can take out the little
The
Periscope.
periscope.
I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, you pop out the periscope and start kind of scanning around once you get a little closer to the surface here.
Dogrim is specifically looking for threats, not beaches, I will say. But
Diagram, look
he
for
might,
a beach.
he might see a beach.
I am.
I mean, you said you got a nat 20. So
I
would say-
see all beaches and all enemies.
I would say over the course of over the day, like about halfway through the day, you would notice you've passed by a few islands as far as that goes. You see a few occasional boats, but nothing really sticks out as like a threat or anything like that. You see off in the distance, off to the west, where it gets deeper, you do see some beasts splashing out of the water, some very large-looking beasts. But around here, you don't see much. Pretty safe here in the shallower waters.
I feel like Rosie's by Dagram going, Dagram,
What?
Dagram. Did you see a nice beach?
Yes.
Can we wait right then, right now?
It was an hour ago.
Jerome,
We have things to do, Rosie.
please.
Talk to Dan. Go talk to your father.
Seems like an unhealthy way to describe that relationship.
That's awful. Dan.
Hmm?
Dan, can we go to the beach?
Yeah, sure. He's like
He
mid
does not even look up from his scroll.
The ship does not change course.
Yeah, we go to a beach.
I would say
Wait, we're going to a beach? We're going to Blackstone. What's his name?
Blackwater.
Blackwater.
I wanted to go to a beach.
Why?
It looks pretty.
Maybe the beach should be a reward if we get some information today.
Well, the beach was an hour ago. We'd have to back. I mean,
Yeah,
there's probably
we're on a
another beach.
coast. There will be more beach.
Look, Rez, I'm looking through the periscope. All I see is cliffs.
You're hogging the periscope.
Yes, I have high
You've been on it for the last
perception.
3 hours.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay. Well,
Let's get something done, please, and then
Okay.
we'll do the beach.
okay. Never mind. We don't have to go to the beach.
okay. So
We'll do the beach later.
heading through the day, you are eventually able to pass through the Sword Coast, and you would see kind of a shift in elevation. You see a lot of hills kind of rising up before they start to fall down into a much lower looking area with lots of rivers getting into the ocean from this point. And based on the map where you're at, you can tell you're getting close to the capital, which is Athkatla. Can't say that right. Athkatla. There we go. Which you would know as the capital of Alm.
Now, I don't know a bunch about this place, but I do know that there's a lot of merchants and people for hire and dragon cult stuff, apparently.
Perfect.
Well, we need to find this Blackwater fella, so I'll send to him.
Can you send to someone you don't know?
I know his name.
How many of them are there?
I don't know. Odrin Blackwater of Athkatla.
He's not from Athkatla.
In Athkatla. Our organization would like to meet with you about possible business opportunities. Where's good for you
And when?
and when?
Where?
I asked where.
It's just tagged on to the end.
Hi, Bubba.
I would say type it real quick.
Typing?
Got to make sure they're 25 words, right?
Yeah, I gotta make sure I get
You
25.
guys are so strict about this.
Look, that's how the spell works.
Just
Is that-
just do the notion across. It doesn't matter if it's exactly 25 words or not. As long as the idea can be conveyed in less than 25 words.
It also helps me form my thoughts better.
I don't speak with strangers. Get lost, scum.
Does sending require you to share a language?
Oh god.
That actually is a good question.
Probably does. Unless it says that he understands it automatically or something, then yeah, there's no way he understood that.
It says the spell enables creatures with intelligence scores of at least 1 to understand the meaning of your message.
Okay, well then it does.
So I guess that does.
Baldur's Gate soundtrack?
Yes.
He's been playing since the beginning.
Nice. The song pretty late in the soundtrack. You probably should skip if it pops up.
What did you say about the soundtrack?
Oh, there's a song pretty late in the soundtrack that you probably should skip if it comes up.
No,
I don't think that song was going to come up.
I probably won't be hear it anyways, or paying attention to it. I would say you would get the message. I don't know who you are or what you want, but if you're here with the cult, you can get the hell out.
Alright, I'll send again, and I'll say, we are extraplanar merchants / mercenaries. You were recommended to us by an associate to seek out for information. What's up with this cult?
If you're not from here, then you should do your best to get out of it before you get too deep in it. But if you insist, on putting a sword to your throat, meet me at the Den of the Seven Veils.
Den of the Seven Veils, Gary. Where is that?
I don't fucking know.
Let's just go to
Do you
town.
think I know
and see.
all? Do you see how far we've traveled?
I don't know. I figured you had this place scoped out already.
Do you see
You
how big
knew
this map
Fortuna
is?
like the back of your hand.
This is not a city.
Like it'd be easier
That's-
than that. Wait, no, this
that's
is
be-
literally a city.
Yeah, Athkatla is a city.
Yes, Athkatla is a city, but it doesn't mean I know where the buildings are. I just know how to get around a city.
Come on, Gary. All right. Well, listen. Help us find this place.
I'll do whatever I can do within the rules of D&D.
Okay. So I would say, yeah, you would come across kind of... Best way I could describe it is like a port town, only instead of a port town, it's more like a port city. It is a very large city that borders the river and the ocean. It's got large stone walls encapsulating the confines of the city itself. As the river flows through it, there's many bridges that cross between the many little islets and things like that. You guys would be able to kind of get this from looking through the porthole. So yeah, that is going to be the question. Where are you guys getting out, and where are you guys headed from there?
Pick a spot near the coast where we can keep the sub kind of out of
I
sight.
will post the map as well.
What is a map of
Yeah.
Athkatla?
Yeah. It's
That's
a
nice.
big map.
Oh,
Oh
Also known
boy.
as the City of Coin.
that's a nice one. Well,
And for reference, the Den of the Seven Veils is in the Guard District. It's the sectioned off little island in the center right.
Hmm.
Oh, this is like fucking hand-drawn colored pencil shit. Damn.
Probably like older D&D edition.
If there is looks like there's like a couple of islands like off on the coast.
I was thinking the river delta to the south,
That's what I was thinking too, actually.
getting that little
Let's park
nook.
south of Slave Town.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Ooh, right next to Slime Bay.
Lovely. Okay,
We'll
so the
park
little
down
nook
by the
on
river.
that island.
By the river.
By the river.
Yeah, go. Okay. So we'll set down the fucking submarine there.
Okay.
Probably should just fly into town with like brooms and not the car
Why do you insist on flying, Dan?
because it's faster.
But we don't want to draw attention to ourselves.
But it's faster.
Isn't this a walled city?
Do we see other people with flying brooms in the city?
From when you guys were traveling around, you didn't see anything other than birds flying around.
Do you want to be attacked? Because anything flying over the walls is probably going to get attacked.
I mean, you could bring the broom if you just want to have it.
You could bring a broom.
I mean, I've always got brooms on me. I got a fuckload of brooms from that guy back on Bone World.
I remember. Your broom will have its day, Dan.
I'm just saying it would be faster. We could say hello to the fucking
What
water.
what is the movement speed of a broom?
It's the same.
Yeah, but
Right.
you can go in straight lines. You don't have to fucking walk everywhere.
I guess.
It's good exercise, Dan. Come on.
Do I look like I need exercise?
You have skin.
Well, yeah,
Skin is the precursor for requiring.
you got
Gotta
blood,
work-
you gotta move, alright?
Oh my god. Alright.
Do you have blood?
Most of it got sucked out, I bet.
Oh, right.
I've seen some blood. That might have been ketchup. Whatever.
I don't have a lot of blood.
He's got a lot of
Don't
ketchup.
have a lot of ketchup either. A lot of gabagool.
Yeah. Tomato sauce. Alright, we go to the city.
Okay. So, heading in, I imagine from the south.
Yep.
Okay. So through the Oleamandur Gate.
Yep. The old little Bander Gate.
Yep. So heading to that, you would be beset with 2 guards in front of the gate itself, who would be asking, "What is your business here?" You
I
come.
don't speak common.
Oh, right. We're travelers looking to trade and seek refuge in the city.
And where do you come from, travelers?
Can't say north.
You walked all the way around?
I got lost.
Yeah.
Well, we killed the northern gate guards.
They wouldn't let us in.
We come from the south, just looking to. We're weary from our travels and looking for to gain coin in the city.
Bienvenido.
Stop.
It's one hell of an accent she's got there.
Yeah, they're not from around here.
Muchos gracias.
Buenos.
No, you fuck. Oh, actually, that was pretty good.
Hello to you too, Mum.
But yes, like I said, we're just looking to deliver some goods into town and purchase what we need and be on our way in a few days.
Give me a deception.
I mean, we're not doing
Can
anything
he have advantage
bad.
You did
because
not
of
come from the
Rosie's
saddle.
Buenos Dias?
Yeah, can we have advantage because Buenos Dias?
Sure, why not?
Hell
What a
yeah.
weird question.
Not bad. 16. 17 minus 1. Who knew that charisma was his dump stat?
I'd say the guards look over your party as they look at each other and kind of whisper to each other. Be careful in there. Been some odd goings about. You are free to enter. Boys, staying in your taverns for the night.
Is there anything we should be on the lookout for?
General, shady individuals have been mucking about. Keep your items in your pockets. Watch out for pickpockets, thieves the like. They've been a bit more rampant lately.
No worries. We'll keep all our stuff in fanny packs.
Dan will push his bags of holding in front of him and tighten the belts. We'll button his cloak.
Yeah, there's some pickpockets apparently around, so just be wary.
Ask him for directions to the Den of the Seven Veils.
We'll find our way around.
No, just ask them.
But I don't know if the Den of the Seven. It's in the guard.
Pull over
district.
and ask for directions.
Dude, we don't know.
No,
anything
we'll
about
find it.
We don't know. Have you ever been to this town?
No, but I'm very good at cities.
We could be wandering for hours.
Yeah.
We could have gone to
The
the
bar-
beach.
You know, Rosie, we'll get to the beach.
That sounds like such a dad answer, like, Rosie, we will go to the beach.
We got.
Wait, I help you guys all the time. Okay, I just wanted to go to the beach. Sue me.
We can go to the beach later. I just wanted to get something done.
Yeah, well, no.
Okay. So are you asking the guards, or are you heading into
Just
town?
ask the
Yeah,
guards.
fine. I'll ask.
Want to go to the Den of the Seven Veils? Oh, that's a tavern only for us gods. Gotta be a god. Sorry, mate.
No worries. Good to know. Thank you very much.
Ask him where to get guard uniform.
Well, we've got two of them standing right in front of us.
Not do that.
I think
Thank
this
you
one
very
might
much.
be Dan-sized.
Thank you very much. We will head in.
All right.
All right, so heading in, you are immediately beset with probably the familiar tones to the party of lots of people mulling about, lots of chatter. It is still a bit quieter than Fortuna because you don't have automobiles going on about, but it is a little bit more closer to home with the sheer number of people, trades, and things mulling about. Sellers, merchants, barters, all that kind of stuff going on here. So, how do you guys plan to get in? What's your next move?
You guys have ways to disguise yourself, perhaps?
Yeah. Give us an
I
hour.
don't.
We can attune to the hats.
I don't.
Here, Mithis, you can have my.
Oh. Do I have to attune to it?
Yes.
Fine, I'll take off this amulet of protection, the protection against scrying. It's fine.
Suddenly, two demons teleport in. Found you, bitch! He's gone.
No, it wouldn't be demons, it'd be devils, technically, but...
You know what I mean.
Come on, you don't know my backstory?
You know what I mean.
Yeah. And I guess I'll attune to the hat. These hats don't really fit in here, do they?
Well, you don't make the hat visible with the disguise.
No, but like attuning, it's a bit odd. Whatever. I've never really liked these bowler hats anyway.
It's fine, man. It's fine. Just you know how this works.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes. It's been a while since I've been with a group. I've been flying solo mostly.
Well, there's 6 of us here, so we can cover bases. So get everybody in our disguise hats, and we can turn ourselves into guards.
Rosie will just kind of go be close by.
Did
Yeah.
Rosie ever find clothing at the castle?
I don't think so.
I know you looked. But I don't know if you ever found anything.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was something, but
Yeah.
you can look more when we get back.
There's
All right,
also
yeah,
many of things in the city as well.
yeah, but that was free.
That's true. Okay, so heading through, you guys are tuning to the hats and trying to disguise as the guards themselves. Any particular guards in mind? Are you going to try the guards that you just met, or just some random looking people in the guard uniforms?
I think it's just we're gonna put on slightly alter ourselves and put on different uniforms. I assume Rez won't be half dragon.
Probably a fair assumption.
Rosie gave her hat to Mithis, so she will not be partaking in this part.
Oh,
Where's Rosie going to be then?
No idea. But someone has to translate, so
Operation Honeypot.
Who will be honeypotting?
I don't know.
Bugs Bunny a guard? Okay, so you guys are able to attune and head east to the guard district. And yeah, you would be able to... It seems the guards don't really pay too much mind as you walk through in disguise as the guards themselves. Seems like there's a lot of guards flowing in and out of this area, so they don't pay too much mind to the extras. As you head in, you would see it's got a few houses and buildings about, but in the center there is a kind of a circular little set of trees and places for people to sit, to kind of commune and talk with each other. But at the north of that area, you do see a tavern marked the Den of the Seven Veils.
Okay.
That's the place.
As we get close, I'll cast a message directly towards the tavern, and I'll just say, Odrin, you in there? We're outside, ready to talk.
We have pseudonyms. Yes. I mean, maybe. Do we want to be undercover?
We're not from here. Nobody has any context for who we are, anyways.
I mean,
That's Dan from the planet Fortuna.
I guess I'll just go by. I guess I'll just be Gary again for this.
Whatever works.
Okay. Okay, so heading to there and casting message, you would get a response. Come on in, I'm here. Let's get this over with, whatever it may be.
I'll cast tongues with my last third level for the day. And, oh no, I guess... No, we did send him today. So, yeah.
Yes.
So then I'll lead the party inside.
Okay. So heading inside, it's, pretty typical tavern, just a lot of guards around. Because, it's the whole guard district area. Seems like these are the after hours for them, as they are milling about. I should say, since it took you the better part of the day, it is like getting close to sunset. It's like 6 p.m., 7 p.m., right around there. As you head in, a lot of the guards are just getting off of their shifts and coming in to drink. And you would see a man wave you over to a fairly big table, and kind of walking over and sitting down, getting a better look at him. It looks like a stern-looking human. He's bald. His blue eyes are piercing as he gazes at you. He's got a long, bushy black beard. He's got blacksmith's apron with chainmail under a plain shirt. Looks stocky in form, and he's got a bit of an intimidating presence as he looks at you all. Doesn't even seem to flinch or move about as you sit down.
Odrin, I take it.
Very same. What brings you here?
Well, you were recommended to us by an associate, point of contact here in Amn. So we were hoping we could pick your brain a bit.
In regards to what? Because I quit that cult stuff a long time ago.
Quit the cult stuff. So you were formerly cultish.
Got out of it once I realized I was worshipping a daft fucking god. He's not even a god, he's a half-deity. Can you believe that?
He?
It.
Who's he? It? What is it that we're talking about here? What is this cult?
He looks around, making sure none of his compatriots can really overhear him. We are talking about the cult of the Green Serpent, right?
That rings a bell. Okay, yeah. So what is the object of worship then?
What's the god? Not the god. The Green Serpent himself. He swears to swallow the moon and bring ruin across this land.
It's just the Green Serpent. There's no actual name.
I'm sure he's got a name. I never bothered learning it once I learned he wasn't really worth worshipping.
Got it. Okay. So not like a dragon then.
I mean, he could be. I've never met him up in person. We only worshipped him. The symbol is this as he takes a piece of paper and starts to draw a picture that you guys probably would find somewhat similar, that you've seen in lots of books. It looks like a drawing of Ouroboros. Basically a snake eating itself. Okay. But it looks a bit more, I guess probably would be closer to like a Asian-style dragon. Just like a very long dragon with arms.
Interesting.
But no wings.
So you used to be in this circle. You're not anymore. These guys are acting up now. Here in town.
They're acting up fucking everywhere.
What are they doing?
Trying to get more people to worship. Trying to get more power. You know, it's what all cults do.
Sure. Is there like a bounty out for these guys, or for like a leader? Any big names tied to this cult?
There's not really a leader. I mean, other than the Green Serpent himself is technically the leader, but
like a local cell. Is there like some head honcho in charge that the guards out looking for?
I mean, sure, you've got a few, as far as that goes. If you're looking for anyone in specific, it'd probably be Vargo Fairfell.
Vargo Fairfell?
Aye. Put that in references.
He got a bounty on his head?
I think it's what? What was it? He gestures as he looks over to his right at a billboard with a bunch of wanted posters. I think it's about 1,000 gold.
Okay.
That's enough to get you by for about 10 years here.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a lot of money around here.
I mean, that'd get you pretty far in Fortuna, too.
1,000?
Yeah.
If you're not trying to live the rich life.
Yeah, exactly. Like Rosie's apartment, what was like a gold a month or whatever.
Yeah.
That was a nice apartment. Got all the bugs.
I'll just kind of look to Rez. I'll be like, I'm not really sure that this cult thing's gonna really pan out much for us. You seeing an end here?
I don't understand what anyone's saying.
Oh, right. Okay. I'll convey because I forgot that nobody else could understand what this guy was saying.
I can understand what he's saying.
So I will convey to the rest of the party what has been said so far.
Why do you not think this will pan out?
I mean, the bounty for this fucking lead guy's only 1,000 gold, and they're apparently trying to recruit people to their organization. So I'm not sure that they're really gonna be able to provide anything to us.
I mean, look, I'm not an expert at coming up with plans, but we go in, we bash a few heads, we show them a more powerful dragon. Could be a piece of cake.
Suppose that's true. We could try it.
You don't think it's worth it? I'll
No.
live.
I mean, for 1,000 gold, I wouldn't consider that bounty to be worth much of anything to us at this point, but
Oh, we're not here for money, right?
not technically. But if we track the guy down, he might have some loot lying around, so that could be worth something.
I mean, hell, we gain control of a cult. We can have quite a lot of resources at our disposal.
You're not wrong. Alright, Odrin.
Right?
Pivoting off of this cult thing. Well, tangential to the cult thing. Heard there was a lot of mercenary activity in town these days. What's up with that?
That would be the consortium and the syndicates. Bunch of rivals trying to get control over the riverfronts. Whoever controls the rivers gets all the profit.
Sure.
You got your Silver Current consortium, and then you got your Riverborn syndicate.
And they're just hiring whoever to fuck shit up for them?
They usually fuck up their competitor,
Right.
one way or another.
Right. How much are they paying, typically?
From what we've gotten from some of the ones we've captured, they're paying them like, I think it was 5 silver, gold on the real spendy ones. Once we know what they're doing.
Per week? Per day? What's the rate?
I think that was a month's pay.
Okay, good to know. Interesting.
The whole thing is here. You got these consortiums and you got these syndicates, you got these rival factions, they're trying to get control, and they're even starting to bribe our own governments. We've been having this problem even down here. In our own capital, can you believe it?
Yeah, that's really something. It's terrible. So are they like active here?
They're starting to be. I can tell you, some of them, they got some good bookies. They can hide away numbers like you wouldn't believe.
Hmm.
We had one guy who was sitting on 10,000 gold, but it made it look like he only had a few copper on him at any time.
And he was with the consortium?
He was with the Riverborn Syndicate.
Interesting.
We've got him in the cell.
Can we
That's
talk
the
to
thing.
him?
I think I could set something up like that, but why do you want to talk to a bloke like that?
curious for some details about their organization that I'm not sure you'd be privy to.
He kind of looks around at the other guards.
Like I said, we're from off plane. We're here primarily to trade, but we're looking for opportunities, and it sounds like there might be something here. With this conflict, I feel like there might be some money in bringing an end to said conflict, right? But hard to say exactly how to do that without actually speaking to a participant, right? And it might be something that we could do. I don't know. Like I said, I need more information.
Give me a persuasion.
And it's not bad at that.
If only Dogger knew what was going on, he could cast guidance.
18.
18. You see him scratch his beard a few times as he's thinking. Tell you what. You said you're from off plane, eh?
Yeah, we've been traveling for a while.
Think you could take this bloke off our hands?
Which bloke?
That man just been talking about.
Prisoner? You don't want to keep him?
The problem is trying to determine where he's hid all this money is going to be a pain in the arse.
You don't. You just want the paperwork to go away.
More or less. I hate bloody paperwork.
Gotcha. Sure. Yeah. We can take him. Shit. Is it gonna be a problem walking him out of here, or do we need to mix him?
And you're still dressed up as guards, even though you aren't. Got in this far.
We are resourceful.
I can tell.
All right. Well, listen. I guess a couple of questions as far as that goes. How warded is this prison? Is it you guys got sanctum, glyphs, anything set up around it to keep people out?
We've just got him in a regular prison cell right now.
Oh,
he's gonna get transferred into the big prison down in a few days once we get we get all the paperwork settled. But
sure,
don't have to do that. Then just walk right out with him.
Yeah, we'll take him off your hands. We can put some use to him. Put him to some use. Sure.
As long as he's out of this plane and out of arm, that's all that I really care about.
We can make that happen. Probably gonna be, a couple of weeks before he's gone, but you won't see him again.
With that said, though, what is it you're all looking about with this cult? Are you looking to get rid of it, I hope?
Well, if the money's right, potentially. Like I said, we're primarily in the money-making business. So if there's cash to be made with this cult, then we could potentially come to some kind of agreement there.
Yeah, word has it, one of these cult members has gotten into one of these groups. We can't tell which, of course.
Sure.
But I have been dealing with an associate who might be able to lead you into one of them and see if you could potentially get in. Because if you could find out where this damn cult is coming from, I bet, if I had to take a guess, they've got a lot of cult members. I'm sure the money that they got worshipping that god probably would number in the double, maybe even triple digits, if I had to guess. Oh, not triple. Not triple.
Very pointed look to the rest of the party.
Quad to 6.
Oh, we don't know what he said.
5 to 6 digits, excuse me.
5 to 6 digits.
Yeah.
3 digits.
Oh wow, 100 gold.
I assumed he meant triple digits in the thousands, but
yes.
No, I definitely look at the rest of the party when he says that. Nobody else has any clue what he's saying except for Gary, but Dan would look excited. It's like, okay. Yeah. Well, listen. if you could set up this conversation with this guy, this meeting, we can take him off your hands, and then we'll keep poking around. We'll see what we can do around here.
I'll set you up a meeting with my prisoner. As for my informant, that may take a little bit of time. I'm gonna have to ask a favor in exchange for meeting up with my informant.
Favor? We're doing you a favor, my guy. We're taking your prisoner off your hands.
Aye, and it sounds like I saw dollar bills in your eyes when I mentioned how much gold there was.
What's a dollar bill?
A gold coin in your eye.
Uh-huh. All right. What's the favor?
Get me there off of this plane as well.
You want out.
Oh, hell yes.
Okay, hang on. To clarify, you want me to take your prisoner because you don't want to do the paperwork for him, but you also want to quit your job and fly away with us.
Not every day you get propositioned to go to another world.
And we didn't proposition you, you're propositioning us, frankly.
Exactly. It's not every day you have someone coming from outer planes.
Alright. You gonna have any issues working with your former prisoner?
He ain't a member of the cult. Sure, we'll get along well enough.
Kill each other or try. I'm gonna throw you guys all overboard. You get that, right? We run a tight ship.
Figured as much.
Alright. Yeah, sure. When we're ready to ship out, I will let you know where to meet us.
Then you got yourself a deal. And he is going to scribble down a address and the name of his informant. And he hands it to you.
Okay.
We're meeting them at 10 o'clock tonight.
Oh, just like that. Okay.
And as he says that, he stands up. I gotta go set up the meeting.
Sure. What about the prisoner?
Right, come with me.
I'll stand up to follow. I'll gesture to the others, and as we're leaving the tavern, I'll start explaining things.
Gary will make sure that he's saying the right things and not lying.
Rosie wandered off.
Rosie, you weren't even there, right?
Nope.
Yeah. And yeah, Rosie, there are lots of shops and districts to go through. There's also lots of clothing stores, food places, places to buy items, things like that.
Rosie's gonna have a grand time.
She's gonna have a good old-fashioned shopping spree.
Oh yeah.
Guys, I found a
Money is
gun.
worth so much here.
Yeah, she's gonna
Yeah.
have a grand time.
It's
Looking
like
at your
going to fucking Singapore.
Yeah.
It's like I could buy so much for $1.
I feel like she's gonna get a bunch of random shit too, and it's like, why did you buy that? She's like, I don't know, I could afford it.
I thought it would look good in the
Fell in my
submarine.
basket, and I was like, well,
I don't know what happened.
When in Rome.
I bought all this, and I haven't even spent 5 gold yet.
all right. So we're gonna take this prisoner and escort him somewhere else for this dude. Is that what you said?
So he wants us to get this prisoner out of here so that they don't have to deal with him anymore. But he also wants to come with us when we're gonna leave. So
Okay.
that's 2.
I mean, if you're looking for people,
And
That's a start.
what's this interrogation again?
Well, time's not as sensitive now that we're actually taking this guy off his hands, but I did want to talk to this guy about his consortium, syndicate connections, whatever those might be. Okay, here's what I'm thinking, right? There's a conflict in town. Mercenaries are flocking to the region. They're signing on to fucking fight this fight for these 2 groups because the money's there. One, we can absolutely afford that, right? But They probably see steady income here for probably not a lot of risk, and I anticipate some pushback if we try to recruit just poach off, this. Plus, we're probably gonna have to pay more if we want them to really let jump ship. So what I'm thinking is we solve this conflict, right? We just fucking squash one of these groups. I don't fucking care which, but put one of them in the ground in the conflict. All the mercenaries are now out of work, and they'll be cheap as fuck.
All right.
So we hire them then. 2, this dragon cult sounds like they got a lot of money tucked away. So, if we look into that, I think there's a lot of 1, gold, 2, notoriety that we can get and leverage in our recruiting if we tackle these guys.
The mercenary.
The cult. Take the cult out. Take out one of these.
We're gonna destroy the cult?
Destroy it, recruit it. I don't know. Fucking whatever makes the most sense. But
Don't forget
quash
you're
the
most
problem
big.
here. Get the cult's
No.
money. And then recruit some mercenaries after we settle whatever's going on.
I mean, if we take over the cult, we have the cult's money too.
Yeah, we just have to take it over.
Dan, I will say that when I first moved here, the people here are much. They're very genuine people, and they can see through shady business deals generally. So, good to be as genuine as possible, people.
Have I not been genuine so far?
But you're coming off as using people, and it's gotta be you gotta be very honest, best you can.
Fuck would I do that?
Are you feeling all right?
This is Gary.
I know.
I'm just saying that if someone comes off as sleazy, they won't get a lot of fans around here.
Calling me sleazy, Gary? I'm hurt.
Not particularly. I'm just saying that you're from the city, and city folk generally are a bit more,
This is a city,
self-centered, I guess. But
isn't it? Is Catla not a city? It looked like a city.
Athkatla is a city, but you're from a much bigger city.
Okay, well, I think we got this under control, Gary. I think you're sounding the alarm
All right.
prematurely.
I'm just saying. Want you to know.
Sounds sleazy. Well noted, Gary. Thank you.
Good to be respectful.
I've been nothing but so far.
Especially if you want really good people. As in, like, skilled. Dregs will probably be easy to get, but
Dregs are cheap. Skills
skills are
you
come with a
find
high
them, you work
cost.
for 'em. Okay, what's going on with this prisoner?
So he leads you into the kind of entry prison, or jail cell, I should say, jail before it goes into the prison proper. And he walks down the hallway with barred metal gates, and he eventually reaches one as he twirls out his keys and unlocks it. So I'll just be in the other room. And yeah, as you round and look into the cell, you would see a gnome sitting on the bed, looking over at you guys. Who the hell are you?
Have we encountered a gnome?
I don't think so.
First one, I think. Might be a second chance. pull up a stool and sit down in front of the stall, and I'll extend a hand.
What do I owe this honor at a second chance? As he hesitantly shakes your hand. Metal fingers.
Very astute. We happen to be in town.
Not like cold ass hand.
Yeah, I mean, it probably just looks like a fucking regular hand, but it's, you know, a robot hand.
Mm-hmm.
He would continue and say, we're in town on semi-related business to what got you in here in the first place. After talking with a couple of your captors, I think there's a possibility that an arrangement might be made. You might find a little bit more to your liking than sitting in this cell.
So you need me to be doing some numbers, huh? That's all I'm good at.
I'm sure we can find a use for you. Here's the thing. We need information on your former associates. You were with a syndicate or something? Consortium?
I was with the Riverborn Syndicate.
Riverborn. All right.
Fat chance they let me in now that I'm in the brink.
Yeah, well, there's the break sometimes. What was it you did for them? You ran numbers? What does that mean?
I mean, what does that mean? I hit all their monies, hit all their assets. Looks like they're broke as shit when really they're rolling in dough.
Gotcha.
Don't have to worry about taxes, don't have to worry about property values, nothing. They just get to sit back, get more money from the government. Had a sweet gig.
Had welfare coming in.
Well, yeah, you gotta help out the little guy, right?
Okay, all right.
He flashes a gold tooth at you.
So this consortium, you hid their money.
Now I hid the syndicate's money.
You hid the syndicate's money, excuse me. Do you recall any discussion about possible sudden increase in funding, sudden windfalls that your organization may have experienced after a new partner signed on, shall we say?
Nothing like that. I keep pretty good track of money.
Sure.
But I can tell you those Silver Crown sons of bitches probably did.
Why is that?
They got all fancy new mercenaries. They got new people joining up with them, seems like every day. That's how I ended up getting pinched. They found me and reported me in for the bounty.
Sure. How much was that bounty?
102 gold. I could have lived all my life off of that.
Kid, if I told you that was pocket change to us, what would you say to that?
I'd say the fact that you got metal for fingers means you probably got some truth in there. So what? You want me to run your numbers then?
If we take you with us, if you work for us, it's a very strong chance you're going to see more money than you frankly would know what to do with. Over the course
I
of your
doubt
life.
that. I got pretty expensive tastes.
I'm sure you do. But listen, 100 gold, that's pocket change. All right. Here's what we need from you, though. Aside from just your number running, we need people. We need you to connect us to people. Can you do that? Can you get us in with your old crowd in any fashion? Anybody that you could point us to, could set up a meet, put in a good word for us, because we're looking for people.
Like I said, nobody's really going to trust my words now that I'm in the brink. But might have a few people who still will listen to me at the very least, might be able to set up something.
Okay.
Can't guarantee anything since, again, situation here. But he kind of scritches his chin. Shit, if you can get me out of here.
I do it with a snap of my fingers. That's not the issue. The issue is, can you follow through once you're out?
I mean, if you haven't caught on, I follow money pretty well. You pay me well, I treat you well.
I'll look over at Gary, because he's the only other one who can understand what's going on. What do you think?
Do you need someone to do your taxes? I don't know what you're doing back on Fortuna.
I mean, we're certainly looking into expanding our operation. So that kind of person could be useful.
I'll make an insight check.
All right, give me a roll.
Okay. I have a +2.
Ooh.
22.
Wow. That's an nat 20 then.
Damn straight.
Okay.
So looking over the
Gary's
dome.
good at this.
Why did
looking
you stop doing crime?
looking over him and kind of dealing with previous informants or people like that, he does seem pretty damn straight with his words. Given the state on how he got in here, he doesn't really seem like he's been, trying to lie just to get out of here or anything like that.
Seems legit.
What's your name?
Gary.
Nice.
They're just like, Gary, glad to meet you. My name's Torek Lucky Pocket.
Torek Lucky Pocket.
I will paste it in thingy here.
All right.
Employee numero uno.
I'm Dan. This is Rez, AAA, Gary. I've got another member of the party outside, Rosie.
Shopping.
We're gonna get you out of here. We're gonna take you off of good old Odrin's hands. All right. Once you're outside, I need you to get in touch with your people, and I need you to set up meetings for us. All right. Do that. There's gonna be a lot of fucking money in your future. If you run, well, you're a fucking criminal, and you're on the run. Congratulations.
Yeah, I know how it goes.
Not much skin off my back, but you got a lot to gain here. So, you got a deal? Send my hand again.
I just got one question as he holds out his hand. Why are you being so helpful?
We stand to make a lot of fucking money off of this. And I
He
mean
purses lips as he's nodding. You like that stuff?
A lot of people do. Okay, so we're in agreement.
Yeah, he clasps your hand. You got a deal.
Good man. So I'll turn him back and I'll explain to the rest of the party what's happening. Get up to speed. And I'll just let them know I'll meet you back outside the guard district. And we will pick up from there.
We need to break him out.
No. I'm just gonna hang back.
Alright. You forgot to mention Dagrim, by the way.
Oh, Dagram's here too. He's been so quiet.
Yes. This guy doesn't speak English.
No. I don't imagine much of our.
Yeah, no,
crew is
I'm
gonna
having a
speak
hard time
English.
tracking what's going on, but we'll figure it out.
We'll find a way around this. Okay, so I guess our business is done here.
All
So
right.
we'll go let Odrin know. So I'm going to tell Odrin I'm going to hang back so I can get Torek off of his hands.
We have another meeting today.
We do at 10. He said.
Correct. With his informant that he has to go sit up once you guys are done talking.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, if you're hanging back, then we should probably go collect Rosie or figure out where she went.
So once it's just Dan and Torek alone in the cell block, I'll just reach a hand out to Torek and I'll say, "You ready to go?"
Yeah, where are we going first? As
And
he
I
takes your hand.
cast Dimension Door and teleport us outside of the guard district.
Yeah, that is about a distance, more or less.
So we'll just appear like on one of the corners we passed on the way in.
Oh shit, you got magic.
How'd Dan go?
We're not there.
You would find Dan like waiting for you guys outside the district with the little gnome guy like in an alley.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, yep.
Oh shit, that was easy.
Yeah, nah, prisons ain't shit here. So, meetings, Torek. Connect us to your people. You got that?
Yeah, by the way, the Riverborn Syndicate, they're the good guys. Silver Current, they're the pieces of shit. Just so we're all clear.
Makes zero difference to me, whatever you say, man.
I mean, look, I don't really give two shits about them since they ain't gonna let me in, but I still got some friends in there.
All right, well, we'll recruit from your friends and we'll fucking quash the other guys.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
As he hurriedly starts kind of trailing down the city.
As he gets out of earshot, I think Rez would lean into Dan and just say, "You think I should go with him? Make sure he doesn't run off."
Nah, he's got a lot of incentive to stick with us. He's a fucking wanted man otherwise. He's got nowhere to go.
Fair enough.
Goes the guards. They broke me out of prison.
They broke me out of prison. Woo.
Well, we're killing the whole town.
That's a big town.
The guard district is just a smoldering wreck by morning.
All right.
All right, let's find Rosie.
Rosie.
I'll cast a message a couple times and see if she's nearby. How far would she have wandered?
What's the range of message?
Wandered.
120 feet.
She fucking
Oh
wandered.
yeah, you cast message as you walk around and you're getting fucking nothing.
Yeah, she ain't around here. Shit.
Don't you have more of that sending?
Yeah, but then I use a higher level
I'm
spell
not doing anything
slot.
today except talking to people.
Fine.
Yeah, we're not fighting anyone.
I'll
Suddenly
cast
it's Rask.
sending.
That's not our worry.
I want to take that with us.
That's getting the submarine problem.
I'll
That's the
cast-
trail it from behind.
I'll cast sending from to Rosie, and I'll say, "Hey, Rosie, we're done with the guards. Where'd you get to?"
I don't know, but I don't know, but it's this great place, and there are so many things everywhere, and I'm having a grand time. I don't know where I am, but it's really.
Good old sending.
Damn it, Rosie.
She's really excited.
Okay.
You just send to her again and ask her to be more specific. Literally just
I'm just-
any landmark.
I'm just gonna cast locate creature, I think. I would have had it ready to find Odrin if he was difficult. So I'll cast locate creature. And I'll start looking for Rosie.
I'll keep my eyes peeled while we're walking.
Okay. So as you guys are walking, you would probably get a ping. Where would she have gone?
Even David doesn't know.
I'm just
The
trying to
DM
figure
has
out what
lost
place
her.
most makes
The
the most
GM lost
sense.
track of her.
Probably would be the Silver Ale Hall, which is probably if I'm seeing the map right, probably to the west of where you guys entered in. Actually, no. Excuse me. I was looking at the wrong spot. 58. Not 85. To the south, near the bridge district in the western docks,
Okay.
where she would be. She's just been wandering near the House of the Harpers.
We'll use that to track her down.
Combination
and,
of perception and locate creature will get there.
Yeah, just zero in her location.
You just find her at a churro stand with a bunch of bags.
Ah,
Always churros.
bienvenido.
Fairunus Fantasy Mexico.
Yeah.
Rosie, you have so many bags.
Everything's so cheap.
What are you laughing at?
We're in Fantasy Mexico recruiting illegal immigrants to come back and work for us.
You guys made a Spanish. I'm just gonna say it.
It was supposed to be French. It was supposed to be French.
We did start French.
Jake kept saying Spanish shit.
I don't know that much French.
God damn. Y'all made it this way. This wasn't me.
I know. It just hit me. Well, hey Rosie, what are you doing here?
I bought a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's really cheap.
nice.
Get anything cool?
Yes.
I don't know.
I just bought it.
I've just been throwing shit in the bag.
Do we need a place to
I just
stay
keep
here?
taking my shiny coins and giving me things.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need a place to stay here for the night?
Probably.
Probably.
Alright. Found any good inns, Rosie?
That one looks nice.
How did you buy anything without knowing the language?
I mean, you just throw money at people.
I pulled out my coppers, and they were like, "Yes, gimme." And so
Point at what you want and show monies.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, if we want to get rooms, I think we're meeting with someone else tonight, though, so don't get too cozy.
Okay.
Okay, so finding a spot there. Then let's see. Yes, 54. Prey of the Sea Inn. Be just southeast of where you guys are at.
Okay.
You guys would probably be the closest inn.
All right, then. To the
It's-
Prey of the Sea Inn.
We'll get some rooms set up there and then go do our meeting, I assume.
Unsurprisingly, they serve fish for dinner.
Wow.
I get it.
I like fish.
I thought you meant pray, like religiously pray.
Nope, Krey.
Do you
But,
guys
yeah.
have scallops?
Si, senor. This joke is gonna be the death of me, I swear. Anyways, yeah, you guys would be able to get some good dinner if you guys are hungry, and you'd be able to get a bed for the night. It would it would cost you guys a whopping 2 copper per person.
Oh, terrible. I'll just pay him the gold and say, we're going to be here for the indefinite future. Is that good?
God damn it. My mind just went to Ay caramba. I can't help it. Alright. Yeah, his eyes just go big and he just nods. We'll give you a good room, and yes, you should have it for as long as you like.
Appreciate it.
As he hands you 2 keys to the kind of suite rooms, bigger rooms with more beds.
Can we get 3 keys?
Of course.
Actually, you know what? 4 keys.
Oh, how daring.
Dan's in charge.
Why would you get a bunch of rooms?
You know what? Give us the floor.
He pauses for a brief second and then looks at the gold piece. I think we can do that.
Appreciate it.
As you see him heading upstairs with a bunch of other workers as he starts escorting and shooing the people out of the rooms that have paid for it. Out! Need to make room for paying customers. You've been here too long. You go now.
Oh, we are an evil party.
That's what we signed up for.
Yes, that's the most evil thing we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
At least on this plane so far.
Give us
Push people
time.
out of an inn.
We'll top that soon enough.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, you guys get the whole top floor to yourselves, and yeah, the guy would just give you the master key to each room essentially. So it's more or less your guys's.
Oh, this one has a balcony.
Yeah, well, I
It
mean,
doesn't-
fuck it, take your pick, guys.
It doesn't really compare to Fortuna, but it'll do.
I mean, how often can you say we were able to buy out a fucking entire tavern?
True.
Can't
Well,
do that.
didn't we buy out an entire tavern on Fortuna?
We did.
Did we?
That's our
And we
base.
renamed it.
Oh, well, we bought a tavern.
Isn't that the?
You also bought it in the bad part of town.
How swanky is this place?
I'd say it is a step up in terms of quality from what the Judge Ducking was before you guys started renovation on it. The floors are all wooden. They're very well nice and laid down. It's actually not too bad a tavern as far as that goes. Like they've got a pretty big list of food and drink on the list as well. It's fairly decent, all said. That's why they charge 2 copper per person.
Should be taking notes.
Rosie would have given the inn another gold when Dan walked away. Because she feels bad for buying the whole place.
We're basically giving them like $2,000 to not do anything for a week.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't care what other people think. He's set for a good while. So, yeah, you guys have the place. I imagine you get some dinner, which is all covered by your payments. And yeah, eventually 10 o'clock rolls around, and for reference, this is what you would have gotten from your soon-to-be friend Odrin, who you are looking for.
Nola Ten Fingers. Halfling near the Four Wheels Workshop north of Copper Coronet. Shit, where is that?
It's to the east of Bridge District, which is to the east of the Western.
Four Wheels Workshop? That's 71 or 64? 71. Okay.
71.
Okay. That's findable. Probably.
All right. So 10 o'clock rolls around, and you guys head out. Who's all heading in this or into this?
Mithis.
I mean,
So I speak-
I'll go. I won't understand what anyone's saying, but I can punch things if it needs it.
Good point.
Rosie, are you going to go do more shopping?
I don't think we have to be disguised for this one.
I don't know. You guys did fine without me, so it's not like I can say anything.
All right.
All right, perfect.
So heading on through, whatever party members choose to go with may do so. As you eventually reach the spot, the Four Wheels Workshop, and in there you would see a few halflings milling about, along with some humans, as they appear to be working on carts and trolleys and things like that. As one of them is working on a set of spoked wheels.
I'll have tongues up again, and I will ask, is there a Nola Ten Fingers here?
Who's asking? As you see a halfling stand up, pulling the goggles off of her face, as she's finishing sharpening some of her wood carving tools on a stone.
We've been recommended to speak with you by a mutual friend, Odie.
I don't think he'd like you calling him that.
But you know who I mean.
I do.
Right. So, that's who's asking.
All right. Well, if it's about the matter of subject that's at hand, then we need to be speaking elsewhere.
Lead the
Come on,
way.
follow me. As she leads you indoors, kind of looking around into the relative warmth of the colder outside, with a small fire going on in the fireplace. Once you walk in, it's a small little home. As she closes the door, once you guys are all in. So, what's this you want?
Well,
Odin been giving me a bad name?
No. Odin said that you could connect us with some people. Give us some information about what's been going on in town lately, as far as this syndicate conflict and this cult thing that's going on.
It's true. Silvercurrent Consortium and Riverborn have been going at it real while here. I think the Silvercurrent might be in with them, if you ask me, with the cult.
Yeah, we got that impression. So what's going on here exactly? Like, what are the battle lines? Where's the fighting happening? who are the major players? Can you give us the rundown? Because we are lacking in context here.
I think I can. But what's in it for old me? Little ten fingers,
What do you want?
Oh, just nothing much. Just, the thing that the city's named after.
Pull out a gold coin. I'll put it on the table.
You take out a Fortuna coin.
Yeah. Gold's gold.
Math is math.
Gold is gold. Even it's got a funny looking symbol on it.
A lot more where that came from.
Well, for that, I think I can give you some information. So, with the two factions, you've got the Syndicate dealing in natural resources and supplies coming from the forest. They mostly deal in the north, along Amwater, Mithlahrast, and Kexula. You got the Silver Crown Consortium. They control the shipping and boat making on the rivers. They get, usually in the south, Gamonton, Esford, Perkskull.
Okay.
I'll also post that in references. And those are on the big map as far as that goes. But recently, the consortium has started to be breaking into Athkatla. Again, I think it's because they got a bit of the cult in them. Don't got proof yet. That's what Odrin's wanting me to do.
You're supposed to be looking for evidence of the cult. I'll be translating this for the party as I go. Just to clarify. Okay. So, where is the cult based out of then? In the region, are they primarily based out of Athkatla?
Oh, the whole cult itself? Bloody knows. Some city from who knows God where. If we knew, we would have squashed them already.
Right, but locally, do they have a presence in the city?
They got a presence. They mostly deal in the sewers. Hard to find them.
Okay.
They keep using those damn green elixirs to escape.
Green elixir.
Aye. And for that, you're going to need to pay me a bit more to find out more about that.
Coin.
And at that, she goes into a cupboard and grabs from a false back. She pulls it aside and pulls out a green-looking vial. She sets it down, and it seems to be glowing kind of this bright neon green as it's got bubbles constantly pooling up from it.
Carbonated.
And it's got some kind of who knows what in it. You won't get me drinking that shit.
What's it do?
Well, they use it to escape. If anything goes bad, they just drink that. They turn into a pile of green puddles, and then they escape down the sewers. Good luck finding them then.
Turn into water?
Kind of. Don't exactly know. Again, I'm not drinking that shit. All I know is it makes them damn hard to catch.
Interesting.
Wait, this potion does what?
Turns you into a puddle?
Then you go down the sewers, and Bob's your uncle. You're whoever you want to be in this city.
I didn't understand what you said, but I'll drink it.
Don't.
As you drink the vial, she holds up a hand right as it goes down your lips, and guys, you just watch as Rez suddenly turns into a puddle on the floor. And Rez, you can move around as the puddle.
Gonna identify that.
I'm like Alex Mack.
Who the
That's
fuck
a
is that?
fucking reference. Holy shit.
Who the fuck is that?
It was on Nickelodeon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I want to say that sounds like something from like the 90s, doesn't
It
it?
is.
Yeah. It was
It's
Oh,
a
did
girl,
I?
how a girl could turn into Capri Sun.
What the fuck? All right. So yeah, Rez, you are now a sentient puddle of water.
I'll go rub Dan's feet.
Red, stop.
You get no response.
Can I like
Ah,
spin?
shit.
What if I like spin around real quick? Do I like splash against the walls?
You do that and you just kind of splatter everywhere, and you suddenly get like triple digit vision as you're splattered everywhere.
Try and reform.
Yeah, each blob you can control on its own.
Can I talk? What if I talked as just bubbles?
Yeah, it's just bubbles.
Can Dan understand me? He's got tongues.
I do have
Dan, do you
tongues.
think
Can you
this would
speak
be
bubble?
useful?
Even through the power of tongues cannot read
Oh,
bubbles.
can I turn into the shapes of words?
Ooh, yeah, you probably could. Takes you a little bit.
All right, you see, it starts forming into letters.
Buenos dias.
Shite.
It
He's
says,
gonna be that way.
I'm fine. How long
gonna
will
be
this
that way.
last?
How long is this gonna last?
It's gonna be that way for at least the next 4 hours.
4 hours?
It turns
Well-
into get a bucket.
Why do you think I don't want to drink that shite? I got work to do.
Jesus.
Well, I guess, yeah, we should get some sort of container for Rez.
Now it says, do I at least look cool?
In a bucket.
Then it turns into, what was this bucket used for previously?
Ah, you don't want to know, mate?
Ugh.
Look, it's a bucket. What are you supposed to use for it? Clean water?
Well, I'll get in the bucket.
That's what you use a vase for.
Anyway. So they escape using shitty potions.
Aye, that was the only one I had.
Literal shitty potions.
Do you have any idea how hard those are to get?
Yeah, we're gonna have to track some down.
Well, as I was saying, they use those to travel about the city, be whoever they want to be. They mostly go in the sewers. That's where they tend to reside.
Oh. Rez. If you had waited, we could have tested something. We could have seen if I could control water on this tomorrow.
Control water
Control
and yeet
water on
Rez.
what?
On the
You.
puddle.
I am a puddle.
I
Yeah.
know, but the
He doesn't have control
work on
water
you?
prepped.
I don't have it
Oh,
prepped
I
today.
got you. Don't you have like a wizard thing you can switch spells out?
Nope. That's a 2024 thing.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah, maybe you should upgrade.
That's not my decision.
But I can bet you'd imagine a potion that lets you move with the water would be pretty damn good in a goddamn plain or a goddamn city full of rivers and full of a fucking ocean. They can be wherever they want.
Yeah, I could see that. That's fair. Okay, so they fuck around in the sewers, they go down drains.
Damn odd to catch.
What do they do in town? What is their objective seem to be?
Well, first they were being real secretive and shit, and they still are, but now they've started to get a little bit more bold. Hiring out some mercenaries, hiring out some spies to infiltrate into the syndicate and infiltrate into the consortium. They're working their ways through the government officials as well. They're trying to get their fingers in every damn pie they can.
So politically motivated primarily.
Well, mostly just to use them to get more money, to get more worshippers, to get closer to bringing upon the end of the world, as they call it.
Yeah, sure. Um. So what is it that they're doing that requires them to run away and escape into the sewer?
Well, like I said, they're real secretive, so trying to get that info out of them is like pulling the teeth out of a shark that keep growing them back so they don't give a shit. So the problem is, I think, they need people in the fact that they gotta keep sacrificing them to their whatever green serpent fancy pants schmance lord is wanting. That's my theory.
They make sacrifices. God.
And theory.
Sacrifices, you said.
Because you'd think for as many cultists as they keep recruiting, we start to see more of them, but it's usually only about 2 or 3 in every little district.
Do they have like a uniform that you're able to recognize them in? Are they like wearing like green robes or something?
That I can tell you. She flashes a toothy grin as she holds out a hand.
A coin.
So that is actually pretty easy. If you can catch them at night, the eyes glow green. That's probably their biggest tell. They can't hide it at all.
Interesting.
They usually keep their eyes closed.
They walk around with their eyes closed.
Why? Something about being with a green serpent or whatever gives them the ability to see without seeing, so they can hide their green eyes. But if you see someone walking around with their eyes closed, there's a good chance they're either stumbling drunk or they're in a cult.
They really aren't very good at hiding themselves, are they?
Oh, they only travel about at night. During the day, their green eyes don't glow.
Wow, it sounds like they should probably travel around during the day, doesn't it? Has
Well,
anyone told them?
No, keep it a secret.
Do they know?
pretty sure they do, but then again, it's during the night, and again, trying to catch any of them. Look,
Did
they're
you turn
cultists.
into-
They're not exactly the smartest bunch in the branch.
Yeah, Dan, I did interview them, and they didn't seem the smartest.
You really think a cult worshiping some green limp noodle are the smartest bunch in the crayon box?
You guys have crayons here. That's cool.
Of course we got crayons. They're fucking great.
Yeah, crayons are pretty popular here.
They're delicious.
And Dogram's like, can I have a box?
Oh, you want a box of crayons? Here you go, mate.
Okay, so are they active in the other towns in the region, or primarily just at Catla?
Well, in Azcatla, they're starting to peek about, but those other places I listed to you, probably going to be a bit more infested, probably the best word.
Sure. Okay.
Again, assuming my whole presumptions are correct in that, you know, they're in the Silver Current Consortium. They know in the south, if they really are, I mean, it'll be pretty easy to find them.
Does it seem like they've been moving towards the coast then?
I mean, they've been moving close to here, but then again, they got 2 other rivers that head right to the coast. So they very well could be there. I'm
Right.
mostly pretty familiar with this place.
Have you heard in the past months, as this situation's developed, does it sound like they're moving in a particular direction, like towards Athkatla?
Well, it certainly won't surprise me. I mean, we've been getting a lot more reports in here, but we've also had reports of some being spotted in the north. Not nearly as many, though.
Right. Okay. When
I mean, I
did
can
you
tell you
first-
they're out and about right now.
When did you first start hearing about them?
Probably about 2-3 weeks ago.
So that's recent then, this cult thing.
Well, recent in that, I've been an informant trying to help with this whole syndicate consortium business. Only started hearing about the cult recently, but again, that's just because I've had to deal with them. They didn't mess with the whole Silicon Consortium. I probably wouldn't even know too much about them.
Sure. Okay. Do you know who's in charge of this consortium?
Oh, that'd be Amira Belcon.
Amira Belcant? Did I get that right?
Hey, I posted it in reference.
Velcant. Got it. That's close. Silver Current Consortium. Okay. Do you know where she is? Is she based out of like Gambiton or something?
No, that's one of the things Odrin has been wanting me to do. She's a slippery one. My current theory, as she holds out a palm again.
Gold.
She's been bouncing around between Gambiton, Esford, and Purskull, but if I had to take a guess, because she's actually got a spot in Shepherdston, south of Esford.
Why do you think that?
Well, if you think about it, it's pretty much right smack dab in the middle. And for, a river consortium, you're outside of the river, people aren't going to think of you as much.
Is there no consortium presence in Shepherdston?
There is, but a bit lesser, mostly in Esford.
Any cult activity in Shepherdston?
What I've gathered, there has been a little bit, but again, not much word here. From there, it gets to here.
Okay. I'll look to the group. I'm starting to run out of questions. Anybody got any thoughts?
Well,
Thanks,
oh,
Ritz.
that is. Wait, you have
Really
tongue
shouldn't
back
have
there.
drank that thing.
You can understand Res, can't you?
No, we ruled that there's no bubble language.
Oh.
Can I bloop in Morse code?
Oh right, you can just spell out what you can just
Yeah.
spell it out.
No, I'm stuck in the bucket now.
Tip the bucket over.
Any thoughts, bucket?
Any
Bucket gal?
thoughts? Buckets res.
Res writes out, I have no further questions.
All right, back of the bucket.
I'm satiated.
I just imagine as Rez formulates her sentences, it's just 3 little dots bouncing.
Alright.
Anybody else have ideas, questions, thoughts?
So our current plan is to take care of this Green Dragon cult and then gain the favor of these people.
take care of the Dragon Coal and this consortium that they're backing. And that should be enough to, get in good with the locals.
Seems like a workable thing.
I think that's doable. I think that's all we got. Nora.
Nola.
Nola. Sorry. I think that's it. That's all we got.
Catch your name, by the way, stranger.
Call me Dan.
Good to work with you. Pays good.
Appreciate the insight.
Must be really wanting to figure out what's going on with these bastards.
Well, we have a vested interest in seeing this conflict come to a swift resolution.
Ah, good on you. Little goody two shoes. Nothing wrong with that.
Wouldn't go that far.
Yes. Yeah, Mithis. Well, actually, I don't know if Mithis actually saw many of Dan's evil things he's done.
Doesn't know about the church.
Oh, yeah, definitely doesn't know about the church.
Well, we won't keep you any longer. Appreciate the time.
Appreciate the talk as she twiddles the gold coins between her fingers.
Dan will just show himself out and carry Rez with him in her bucket.
Dan, you just paid him like 5 months' rent.
Oh.
It's a lot of money.
Nothing to us. Genuine pocket change at the level that we're operating right now, Gary. There's so much money to be had.
There's dog room. No, it's kidding.
Alright, so you guys have met your informant. What's y'all's next plan? Calling it a night?
Call it a night, and then in the morning we could probably head for Shepherdston.
Yes. We'll have to go get our submarine though.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say the night would pass by. Rez, you will eventually pop out of the bucket, like your butt stuck on the bucket as you rematerialize near instantaneously.
The big bucket.
I'll get out of the bucket. You're supposed to, Oh wait, I guess I'm just talking to myself in the darkness. Cultists can be seen as though they have green eyes in the night.
In the dark, yeah.
Or they're bumping into walls and walking around blindly.
Apparently they have blind sight or something, so...
I think Rez would, put on a cloak. Just do a pass around the town at night.
Shit.
Because she's got very, very good perception.
True.
Does she run really fast?
No.
Nowhere to run?
She's just literally just strolling down the street, taking a wide berth throughout the city.
Okay. Give me a perception as you walk about.
$29.
As you walk about, you would see a few people walking around, milling about. Mostly just people getting out of bars and taverns. A few guards occasionally walk by. As you kind of stroll about, you're not seeing anything at first, but you start to slink into some of the other districts, more the housing districts, like the River District in the southern part of this city. And you would catch one person who is also cloaked, kind of walking about next to a crowd, trying to kind of blend in, would be your best guess. They're not directly in the crowd, but they're keeping about pace with them.
Do I see the green glint, or
So
see
as
that person
you,
that looks shady?
so I would say they look shady because you would have caught them from behind, as far as that goes.
Oh,
So they've
okay.
got their hood up.
Well, I can move quickly when I need to. Could I get in like a back alley and just wrap around a couple buildings and get ahead of them and start walking opposite direction they're going? Just to double check.
Yeah, do that. Are you trying to be stealthy at all then?
I mean, yeah, while I'm in the back alley, sure.
Stealth roll then.
That one.
16.
Damn.
Okay. You blend in pretty well into the darkness with your cloak as you slink about and catch them rounding the corner just as you peek around the corner of the alleyway that you are in. And you would see, while you do not catch a green glint, the person does have their eyes closed as they are walking.
I think I will. Oh, it's so peaceful.
It's a vibe.
I'll kind of trail them for a little bit.
Okay.
See where they're going.
So as you trail them, I would say they do eventually get out of the river district into kind of the more proper part of the city in the south. And you would see them get to kind of a less populated area, I would say. As they start, you can see them walking towards a set of sewer drains on the side on the sides of the walkways. Couldn't get that word out. And I would say these are like big sewer drains. They're not like the 4 grates on the floor kind of thing like that. These are like human-sized sewer drains.
Rez will think back to conversations that Dan has summarized for her today. Is there any information of value to be gained from a random cultist?
I mean,
I could get another one with potions probably if you want it.
more potion would be good. Who's their boss?
Okay.
Where's their primary meeting place? Stuff like that.
Cool.
All be useful.
So when I see this guy start wandering off the road toward the sewer area, Rez is gonna dart forward and attempt to grapple him.
Okay. I'd say that will trigger a surprise round. Because he was not very perceptive up until you got very close.
That's finger of death.
That's a fucking cultist. Jesus.
Right. So yeah, let's do a surprise round here. So give me a grapple check here.
I use athletics.
Okay.
Doesn't the grappler also always have to use athletics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. He gets the choice, I don't.
It's athletics versus athletics or acrobatics. And he got a 14.
25.
You know, in the
He is-
new rules, it's just like a DC 15 athletics check. They don't make an opposed check anymore.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyways.
So, yeah, I would say you would be able to grapple him with these. Yeah, you got him. You got him grappled.
All right, I'll drag him into some kind of nearby alley, and as I do, I'll try and rip any bag off of him.
Okay. Let's see. Say that probably could be your next turn because that was a surprise
yeah, if you
round.
want to do an initiative roll at this point, that's fine.
Yeah, let's do that. Because he could potentially fight back.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible. I don't have anything that boosts initiative. Well, he's probably going first. That's a 8.
You got a 10.
Did you roll a 2?
Yeah,
Damn.
Oof.
bad timing.
He is going to try and do something. So he is going to brandish a intimidating looking dagger as he's going to try and stab you.
All right.
Shit, he got a crit.
Okay. Let's see how much damage this dagger can do.
The dagger, not so much. The stuff that's on the dagger, quite a bit.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh, that's a lot more ones than I wanted to see. Fucking 3 ones. Oof. Alright, you are going to take 2 piercing damage. And then you're going to take...
You're about to say poison damage, I take 0.
Well, he doesn't know that. This would be 17 poison damage.
When did you become immune to poison?
Oh,
right,
level
monk
of
level.
Purity of body.
Monk shit.
I just whisper in his ear, I'm too pure for that shit. Gonna need a stronger poison.
Yo hablo inglés.
No, right. God damn, my one-liners can't work in this world.
Oh, right. You can't even interrogate him.
No, but I can, well, he'll understand pain.
Did you bring the bucket?
No, it broke because my fat ass. I'm gonna... I mean, if we're in combat now, I will, was I able to, like, drag him into a back alley?
I would say that was all he could do on his turn. So you probably would have been able to move him. It is at half speed that you would have been able to drag him.
I would still be
but
25
it is now,
feet.
Yeah, I mean that's still a decent distance. I would say on your turn you could drag him further if you want, but you would be able to get him like partway through a alley.
Okay, as long as I just get him off the street, basically. Shit, yeah, I can't talk to this dude. That makes things a lot more complicated. I keep forgetting that.
What happens when you travel to planes?
I'll just start punching. Throw some stunning strikes in there too until he's unconscious. I will be using non-lethal damage.
Okay.
So first attack, that's a 24.
That'll hit.
Does it nice. Let me just press this up a little bit here. Yeah. 17 damage for the first attack.
Okay.
Second swing. Oh. 18.
That still hits.
Ooh. 27 damage for the second attack.
And with that, he is unconscious.
Okay. Come with me, friend. I'll I don't know, try and cram him in a bag of holding or something. I'll make sure he's alive, I guess. Well, I did not lethal damage, so he should be stable at least.
Last words were mierda. knock him out.
Does he have anything on him? Any bags?
He does have a single bag that you rifle through. You would find a silver and 3 copper, and you will find a green vial.
Okay.
Drink it.
Or nothing? No, no.
Right next to the sewer.
This is just fucking gone.
You know what? Instead of, I'll stuff him in a bag of holding. If that doesn't work, then I will just drag him along with me back to the inn through back alleys and stuff.
Okay. I'd say for the sake of expediency and convenience, he'll fit in a bag of holding since he's unconscious.
Okay. He's a short guy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Everyone's a gnome.
I know Dan doesn't sleep, so I'll knock on his room door at 3 a.m. What you doing, Dan?
There's definitely probably some rummaging in there.
Are you pondering your orb?
And Dan would answer the door, like just pull the coat over his shoulders, like, hey, what's going on?
I don't care. I push my way inside.
Oh, okay.
What am I gonna find?
And tries to resist, but Rez is just too fucking strong.
What's up?
Wait, what am I
I've
seeing?
got my own vision.
Dan's like probably half dressed.
All right.
Some clothes on the ground. Just
Was he jorking it?
He was pondering his orb. I'm gonna.
Over the orb.
orbs precariously partially into the desk.
I'll hold up a green vial. I found this. I'll hand it to you.
Okay.
I also found this. I'll dump out the bag of holding.
Hello. Good shit. Okay.
He'll probably be out for at least another couple hours.
Yeah. Tell you what. Take him to your room. I'll meet you in there in like 5 minutes.
Okay. I'll grab his foot and just drag him over to Rez's room.
Just a trail of drool follows him.
Bumps into a vase.
All right. Dan will be in there after a few minutes, fully dressed, and he will. Okay. Tongues. Probably need.
Is it okay if we call it here? I have work at 5 in the morning, so I need to go.
I was gonna say the morning is probably where I was gonna cut it off here.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we want to save the interrogation for the morning if that helps.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
but either way, good session. Let's do MVP for the session here.
Dan.
Dan.
And did do a lot of talking.
Okay then. I was gonna say Rez for capturing this motherfucker, but
Actually, I got the. I'm gonna say, Dogrim. Gary.
The most.
okay.
Dogger vote scary. All right.
All right.
Stop the stream there.